Hey, good evening. Hope everybody's doing all right. Welcome. I think it's a month that we doing this men's talk. Welcome. Want to know the underrated darkness. Let's get them likes and the views up on this live. Share it. Very much appreciate. Also share the ones that I did before in the past. Videos and live streams. Get them likes and views up on those. Thank you very much. Hit the bell when I come for a powerful live stream or video. Again, welcome. You'll get in some things tonight. We're gonna wait for some more people to get in, so we're gonna so I can form this panel. If you want to know more about me, yours truly, Jerry Thomas. My Facebook page, my Facebook group is JT MVP Think of Ourselves, all in caps, also in caps. My Twitter account, at JT Blackman44. Also, I have a Instagram account, lower caps, same name, Underrated Darkness. Right? I'll be doing a sports show. Every Monday, Underrated Sports Show. My brother, She Stay Sleep, my co-host. That's 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time every Monday. Also, I'll be doing my fellowship dinner every Monday. Every Sunday. Every Sunday. Trying to get it like between 6 and 7. Sometimes it'd be a little later, but trying to keep it between those times. So it's all about fellowshipping. We see that darkness table. We eat together and we talk about issues. Sometimes we have fun. So join that. Got some good for y'all this weekend coming up. Got some weekend, so watch out for that. Also, I'll be doing music and boxing. I gotta get back to boxing because I love talking about boxing. So stay tuned for that and everything. And also, I had Chocolate Lounge too. I'm gonna launch that. I already did that. You just go look for it. It's in the archives of my channel. Look out for that. But I'm gonna be talking about that. Also, labels too. I'll probably wait to do both of those after the New Year's and everything like that. I don't want to congest everybody. I don't do that. So I wait till most likely I'll probably wait till after New Year's. Get into that because I want to start afresh and everything. And I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for continued support. Very much appreciated and everything. So it's been very eventful. Let me see. It's been very eventful this week. Yeah, I had to get things off and everything. And I'm gonna set up the panel in a few. So Gab Talk Media. Anybody else that want to join the panel? PK Boxing MMA. Thanks for coming, brother. Muhammad as the one. Thanks for coming. Porter Kells in the house. Thanks for coming. Very much appreciated. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna set it up right. Let me check this thing out first and everything. Then I'm gonna start setting up panel. And I'm just asking, let's respect as men. Let's respect each other opinions and let's not get it out the way, whether religion or status or nothing. Ain't tolerating that, all right? Sometimes you gotta set down ones who get ready to start a channel. and that's goes for man and woman. You guys set the guidelines. So, but you know the brothers that I do, you know, they already know. They already know how I do. So I'm not worried about the brothers that I'm gonna be inviting and stuff like that. Hold on, family. We're gonna yo, shout out John Doe. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, so we're gonna matter of fact, I'm gonna wait for some more people to come in and add on. But Gab talk watch out for your link because I'm gonna add you any minute. So watch out for that. Any men that wants to join the panel, put your email in the chat. Give me a chance, copy it down so I could plug you in the panel, all right? All right, so any men, all right? So we'll wait for some more people because I know be quiet. Sometimes, like I say, YouTube be working real slow. So I want to thank everybody to come. Let me shout out to King Mazza, Bazzi. I haven't seen you in a while. Malik, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Thanks for holding down the mod tonight. I understand. Oh shoot! Let me get this off. All right, get this off. Guys, I'm plug you in right now, Gab, and we gonna chop it up with Gab till we get some more people up in here. But we're gonna talk about some things tonight, family, like I always do. I think it's been a month that we've been doing this, and I'm Gab. Watch out for the link. I see the link, so let's just come by and everything.
Peace, Underated.
Peace, my brother. How's the brother doing tonight?
Hey, I'm good, man. Off work, bro. All week.
I know what you mean. I'm glad I have you here too. I wanted to personally to tell you that I'm glad that I'm in your presence. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate
was honorable.
your leadership. I'm not going to get into it with the family, the rest of y'all, but I know what you've been through lately. I've seen it myself, and I just want to let you know that I'm standing by you, brother. Ain't no BS or nothing. I'm standing by you, and this is all about brotherhood. We gotta understand that there are some brothers that is talking nonsense. We gotta talk against that. We gotta stand firm for righteousness. It cannot be righteousness just for a few because they feel they entitled for it. No, and so I just want to let you know that I appreciate you, and I don't care what it is. Whatever it is, I'm here. And just remember, you always been family. You always been family. You always been family. So, never think you ain't part of family. You always been family. You know what I'm saying? I know you gotta stretch out sometimes. I understand.
Yes, sir.
And it's so funny that we talk, Gab. It's so funny that, and I have to say this, and I want the rest of the family know that after I come back, for my YouTube exile in November, I was closing in for 200 subs. Now I'm almost 1,000.
Yes, sir.
And
you was in exile?
I was in exile, yeah.
Oh, I ain't. They kicked you off for a minute.
I had to regroup because it was a lot of things has happened. Let's say that it was a lot of things has happened that was unjustly. At the same things, when remember I do YouTube cult leaders and followers.
Nah, you said you said you did.
Yeah.
Repeat that.
You know, I did a series of YouTube leaders and YouTube leaders and followers.
Oh, the video.
Yeah, no, I did. It's a series, part 1 through 5.
Man, I don't remember. How long ago was that?
The last one I did was about 2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Bro, I
Well,
followed you a lot, so I know I done ran across. I just don't remember
yeah,
the
yeah,
title.
you probably don't remember. Well, anyway, it
Yeah.
was a lot of things that's happened that I
Hmm.
had to take a break, and that's when the underrated darkness was born. And for me, it's like it was people was throwing me away. You know, they want me to disappear, and
Wow.
by the grace of God, I come back strong than ever. You know, at the repent, because I heard some good people. And you know, but I have to get back on the ground. Like the things I was doing right now, I was doing that years ago. I was doing that years ago, family.
Right, right.
So it's gonna be, I'm not gonna say it'll be mixed feelings, but it's gonna be like gratifying to get that 1,000. Maybe a lot of people don't understand that, refuse to understand. I don't expect you to understand my journey. I really
Take
don't.
work. That should take work, dude.
You know what I'm saying? So for
Yeah.
me to get that 1,000, that's gonna be emotional because you know to start all over again, to almost be at 200 subs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have to revalue everything. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? To get
Yeah.
back, start from the bottom and just work your way up, and you know do the bumps and all that. So when I hit 1,000, it's gonna be emotional because it's hard, and so I can't wait. I'm up to like 987. 13 more to go. Wherever the time is, I wish that 1,000. You know what I mean? It's going to be something, man. You know, it's not like when people, oh, it ain't. No, it's important to me because people like yourself and a few others have supported me. You know what I mean? Because I had quite a few people had not gave me a chance. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They
Yep.
hadn't give me a chance. They don't they weren't giving my content a chance. They just like looking like it just But I urge people that start a channel. It's okay. Just stay on your grind. You know what I'm saying? Stay the truth who you are. Long as you kick the truth, it's gonna overcome. It ain't gonna come when you want to, but it's gonna come. So I just want to let you know, Gad, that I got respect for you and you know I appreciate your channel. I appreciate what you're bringing to us as a people to have us be thinking more spiritual. I think that's very important that to understand that we have a deep spirituality and learn how to channel it, especially us as brothers. You know, understand that let's take back of our rightful ring of being leaders. You know, let's lead. You know, and I think that by you interviewed Dr. Wesley Muhammad and you interviewed Maurice Muhammad. I know all I could talk for me. It just make me aware that I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path, and I think that the thing sometimes us brothers we get in trouble. We just want to look at certain things for the message that sometimes it's not there. Sometimes the message is right there. You just don't want to pay attention to it. It don't have to be about religion. So I just want to let you know that thank you so much that just to stay there. You know what I mean? Just no matter what it is, you change and everything, and you do what's right and everything. And it's hard to live at, you know, and I want sisters to understand it's hard to be a black man in this country. It's
Yes,
hard.
sir.
It's hard because we it's always strikes against us already. Ladies, I'm not sisters, I'm not saying no strikes against y'all. I'm not saying that at all. No, we're not saying that at all. But brothers, our voice is not being heard. That's what I want to start this so our voices would be heard.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir. No.
so it is hard, man. It's real hard. And that's why I just want to thank you so much, you know, to be in your presence. Let me to be in your presence And I'm just trying to be in the truth. Lockhead boss lady, thanks for coming. Nehemiah Israel, I got to
Oh
get.
yeah.
I'm gonna
What's up,
get this brother
Lockhead?
on.
Shout out to Lockhead Boss Lady.
Lockhead boss lady, yes. I'm gonna get the
Hmm.
yeah, true form. Yeah, but true form. You know me. I do my thing. So I'm getting Nehemiah Israel on, but I just want to let you know, brother. I appreciate you.
Oh
Nehemiah
yeah,
Israel,
bro.
watch out for your link. I'm saying it to you. I listen, check it. I got two spiritual brothers coming to peace. That's what I'm talking.
Yeah. Let me
I
return
get
that.
you.
I return that to you, brother. Yeah, y'all channel. I told you, man. This home for me, man.
Appreciate
Y'all
that.
wasn't where I first started, but you sure have welcomed me in, man. Like I feel like family over here. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I feel like it's my base, really. Um, um, you, brother Rob, and she, the people that you frequent your channel the most. Um, and I appreciate y'all tight unit that y'all got over here, man. I got a lot of I admire y'all's unit. I really do. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate being a part of it, man. I appreciate y'all allowing me to be, part of the unit. Seriously, you know what I'm saying? Cause y'all it feel tight over here. Seriously.
yeah. No, no, but yeah, but you always been, but you keep on talking. You always been part of family.
Well,
You always been like that, y'all. You always been
that's just
part of
me
family.
being humble, man. That's just me being humble,
I understand. I got you, but you always been part of family. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, it's just for me, it's like, I could say like this. I always been passed through. You know what I'm saying? People
Hmm.
always pass through. And so for me, it's like I work harder for myself and
Hmm.
um and I understand that I have a son that with our ancestors now. So, you know, I gotta work harder. I gotta grind. You know what I mean? And I just wanna know now. Yeah, yo, Lo. Yeah, let me get the books and now the people start coming in, man. Y'all be coming too late, y'all. I don't be liking that. Y'all supposed to be on time. I ain't gonna be waiting for you all the time. Y'all be coming late. Yeah, y'all gotta start coming early, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm supposed to be wait. I'm hungry and mud. Um, oh man, what's going on?
We
Oh,
got Cap out there. I see you got everybody
yeah,
out here.
yeah. Yo, it's Cap. I'm gonna see you the link. Oh, damn it. Okay, sorry. Here's a link, Cap. Okay. Now I just messing with you though, so I just messing with you. I just messing with you. I won't worry about it. I just messing with. Hold on, fam. I gotta look for something here. But I'm glad everybody come out to support this man's channel. It means a lot. gotta send something out here. Also watch out for your link. Um, oh shoot. Just see. So how's your week so far, my brother?
Oh yeah, no, it's been a pretty smooth week. Kind of busy and hectic, man. Where I work, it's time evaluations and stuff like that. So it's been a little, little busy. But at the same time, it's kind of holiday. People are preparing for holidays, so you know, the a lot of people start to go on vacations early and stuff like that. So sometimes when it gets a little quiet, you can get that busy work done. So I've been kind of enjoying that part. Like I like the holiday seasons again in terms of being able to be off. I look forward to that time off, man, and getting around the family. So I'm in a good mood, you know. But with YouTube, I'm gonna stay focused, man, on what we need to stay focused on. But ain't nothing wrong with smiling, brother. I know the struggle is real and it's hard, but ain't nothing wrong with laughing at some stuff every now and then.
Yeah.
You know, having a good time, a little, enjoy your life just a little bit sometimes, man. You know,
Right.
balance is about balance, bro,
Right.
because
All
it can
right.
get tough.
That's right. You're right. She Stacy, watch out for your link.
Yeah, YouTube is it can be the streets if you allow it. You know, it
Ain't
can be
lying.
the streets, but I'm not. It can get me in the street just for a little bit every now and then, but I'm not gonna stay in there. They can forget that shit. I'm gonna get right back on my block, man, on my square.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So yeah, the week has been it's been good. How about yourself?
Ben, I'm glad it's over.
Yeah,
Yeah, be honest, I'm glad
you've
it's
been
over.
boxing. You've been boxing, brother. this early this week.
I have to, man. I have to.
Yeah.
There it is, dear my Israel.
Oh, that's my
Cap,
bro,
watch
man.
out for your link. Thanks for coming. What's going on, big bro?
Can we hear him?
Oh, he got it mute.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
What's going on, big bro?
Oh, you got it, man. I see you. Putting in that work. And what's up, brother Gab? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great, brother Nehemiah. How you been, brother?
I'm well. Just wanted to chime in, but I'm trying to configure this thing. I haven't been on in a while, and yeah, I'm okay. I'm trying to, like I said, configure this thing so I don't have no feedback and all that stuff. I ain't as like you say in these streets as hard as you and my brother JT, but I'll be trying.
I copy.
Yeah.
I copy that.
Y'all putting that work in. I say I love when my brothers that and the thought that come to mind is, uh both of you brothers in your 50s, and y'all got that experience, in life that you can try to add this phenomenal YouTube to the game, to add put your voice out there, and me myself, I'm in that same lane whereby trying to do the same, but not having as much time in the YouTube streets that you brothers have.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. She stay asleep.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Peace to the brothers. Peace to everybody in the
Peace,
chat. What's going on?
peace, bro.
What's going on, Gab? How you, bro?
Hey, I'm good, man. I feel good, man. It's been a beautiful week to be honest with you. You
It
know,
does.
I ain't lying. Felt a lot of love this week, man. Um, like I was telling you, YouTube can be the street sometime, brother.
Yeah, you know how that go, man.
Mm-hmm.
6 degrees of separation, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Hey, dog.
What's going on, DS? DS1,
What's
how
going on?
you, she stay sleep? How you holding up, man?
I'm all right, man. How you been, man? Good to see you. I ain't
Yeah,
see
yeah,
you in a minute, man.
yeah, exactly. I was just telling the brothers, I decided to chime in this evening.
No
Happy
doubt.
for that. Yeah, what's up, CRU?
Yo, what up, JT, Gab, Nehemiah, Sheep? What's up, y'all?
What's up,
See
big
how
brother?
you.
Crew, what's going on?
Yeah, just chilling, same old,
Same old. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I seen Sheep been sharing the sheep this week, but
You know, sometimes No, sometimes sometimes
Um,
Yeah.
people, sometimes people gotta make people try to make you perform. Sometimes you gotta do that, man, because you know it is y'all know what it is, man. Y'all good brothers. Y'all stand up, man. Y'all know how it go.
Mhm.
So that's
Yep. They
that's
wanna
that's
they
just what
wanna
I
make
had
you
to do.
perform. You show them that you got your masters from Juilliard. Like, come on now.
That's what it is, man. And sometimes you gotta come a whole nother way. They think they got you figured out. They think you gonna come up here and act a savage, and you know you dismantle them a whole nother way. That's just
Yes.
but that's just how it goes sometimes. You know, some people underestimate you,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
that's what happens.
Mhm.
bro, when I know I turned the, I was surprised. I know this ain't your topic, JT.
No, no,
Um,
no, 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 freelance anyway, because I'm trying to get people in. Because
oh,
like
okay.
you said I was boxing. Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, I had to, at the. Go
Yeah,
ahead, go
both
ahead.
times, both times I think at work when you did yours, and Sheeps is always in the evening when I'm off work, man. But both times I was like, what the hell done happened? Because I had missed, I didn't know the brother was on other shows doing anything. So I was in the dark, but I caught on real quick. And I was like, oh shit, man, we still talking about the same people, man. So I had to play catch up. But I appreciate the little unity there with that, man. I appreciate that, seeing that.
All right, low soul. I'm sending you the link right now. Watch out for it. I think this is it. Watch out for it.
No doubt, no doubt.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Sometimes pride get the best of people, man. We can't let pride override our thinking. And some people, they become too prideful, man, and they start thinking they could, they could be disrespectful. And sometimes you just gotta, put a dude back in his place and let him know, like you're not gonna play with me. I could, if you want to play, let's play. Because I tried to come at the brother in a respectful manner because, like I said on my stream, he was on our first week when we did the man's talk. When we did the men's talk, the first week he was there, and he act like he was brotherly. He act like he was showing love, and after that, he just can't. He started being real disrespectful. Like I heard how he disrespected you, bro. I ain't
yeah,
appreciate that shit at all.
Mhm.
You know, on top of, I emailed him and just told him, I didn't appreciate the slander and all that, he was doing about Farrakhan and all that either. But
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess, because I spoke to him like a man and he's not used to dealing with that. He took it a whole nother way and he tried to get aggressive,
mm,
telling me to do videos and all of that. And I'm like, dude, you just told me let's keep it in the email. So I'm not gonna do no video on you. And
right,
he wanna start popping fly. And then I came in his chat room and he called himself, acting all tough. And he brought me on a panel. So when I addressed him on a panel and he couldn't legitimately prove what he was saying, he got mad and he disrespected me. So I let him know, like, listen, dude, you're not gonna disrespect me because I'm on your panel.
right.
Like, what's wrong with you? He kicked me off the panel, then blocked me out the chat room, then start talking shit about me. I said, oh yeah, this
Yeah,
dude is a sucker. I got
yeah,
something for him,
Mhm.
and that's when I put that pot of gumbo on the stove for him.
Yeah, Yeah, before that, I give them an introduction, let them know this ain't flying. You know what I'm saying? Get them early. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. That Gab, if you know when you watch it, I watched that too. Chosen who, and that's what it's all about. I have to let the brother know that what you're doing is falsified, and that cannot happen. So if we're gonna call ourselves righteousness, we got to call out the ones that they do unrighteous stuff that is a pattern. And so I had to do what I gotta do. We gotta stand up for what's right. And I think that's gonna be like in a few minutes we're gonna talk about when is the time to stand up for what's right for brothers. And also but my thing is that I learned this from my late father that sometimes in life truth is truth. You gotta roll with it. And that's why one of the reasons helped me develop YouTube cult leaders and followers, part 1 through 5. To give people, especially brothers, what things to look for, how to deal with it maturely, sometimes not emotional. I give dropping Jews, give people steps. And I'm glad that someone's getting. Matter of fact, let's you know what? Let's talk about that. Matter of fact, I want to get off that for the that's what I call it. Start from you, big brother. Think about Israel. When do you think the right time to do what's right? Especially like if you know a brother that that is keep on doing devilish work. And as a man of God, you've seen it happen and you see it's really surfacing. And you see give people that in your own company, in your presence, to take care of it, to talk to that brother. But they refuse to do it. So for you, and I want everybody to answer this too. When do you think is a good time to really step up, to pull that brother on the side and say, look, you hurting your family, you hurting our community, and this needs to stop. And I'm throwing
as soon as you see it, as soon as you see signs of it, you hit that man with an email or something, tell him, bro, hey, you was tripping on this or something. You know what I mean? That's it. Let me explain it to you. And either he take it or he don't. Then you know what to do from there.
Okay. Big bro, Nehemiah Israel.
Yeah, that's a real complicated thing, because you know how it is when you correcting your brothers, which you consider to be yourself, an extension of yourself. If y'all in that conscious arena together, if y'all consider yourself to be as such. Now, if in fact, I just seen one thing in the news where I think last night they highlighted this one pastor that kicked a member of his church congregation out for transgender for dressing as a man. So, he was real clear and clarifying. It's like it boils down to members, he addressed differently than he addressed, someone that's not a member. So that's just like, the question you're talking about. If it's a brother, you do want to pull him to the side. You want to have a mature defense versus reactionary defense, as perhaps like my brother was saying, you pretty much want to, have some decorum to this thing. There's levels to it all, when it comes to dealing with chaos, dealing with problems that you describe. I don't want to complicate it too much in my answer, but that's the short answer right there for me.
Got you. All right, before I continue, I add 2 more mods. I add Anise Outlook. You have been supporting me from the beginning. I make you as a mod, and Gab Talk Media. You were the Doom Shotters. Welcome to the Doom Shotters. Everybody to the ghettos. All right. I'm gonna throw it at Gab Talk Media. Same question, please.
Yes, sir. That was a powerful testimony that the brother gave, Nehemiah. But the right time is when you notice that somebody this being foul, brother. And I just rolled this example right on out. The effect of it, of what the brother did, he put me in a dilemma because I didn't know his relationship with y'all. Like, it really fucked me up, but I couldn't, because of how disrespectful it was for him to come on there. He did it to me about a month ago. And he jumped into my chat, kind of preaching his own rhetoric and taking my people off topic and antagonizing my people with questions and whatnot, with stuff he wanted to do. And so I invited the brother on. I told him everybody, he said he would come to my show. I told him send me his email, and he said he would come, and he didn't show. So what I saw the brother doing was like looking for opportunities to say shit in my chat. And he kept doing it. Like, it was at least 3 times that he did that. And I was just wondering what was going on, and I didn't know his proximity to y'all. So I shot back at him on a video. I let it stay up for about 24 hours or 48 hours and took it down. Because I ain't wanted that to continue to be a thing. And then I seen that something else had developed, and he was doing it with y'all. And so I was like, okay, this brother ain't right. But for a minute, there's like, I didn't know, I ain't know what that was going to do to our relationship, because I didn't know how close y'all was with working with that brother. So that's the effect of it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why you shouldn't do stuff like he did, You're meddling with relationships sometimes. But, that's not how that was supposed to go down. So that's not how it worked out. So I'm glad everybody stood up. I seen everybody being stand up men. So in all actuality, it tightened the bond, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Loso, same question, please.
First of all, I want to say God bless to everybody on the panel and everybody on the chat. Gab, I want to apologize to you because Pastor Bibbins had me fooled for a minute there. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to apologize to you, Gab, because I should have taken the time and actually really look at what was going on. But I also want to thank Sleep TV, because it was Sleep TV that really opened up my eyes. You understand what I'm saying? So Sleep, thank you very much. And I think the right time to do something is when you see a brother trying to bash anybody that's a Muslim, a Christian, whatever belief that you have. If you feel that you just want to go ahead and preach the word, but at the same time you bashing brothers because of their religions, and then you want to call my brother a joker when you was being humble in the emails, and then on top of that you want to disrespect everybody because they have their own opinions about how they feel about their religion. I think it's time for people to stand up. That's why I recorded the brother when I had the conversation with the brother, because the brother is known to record everybody's conversation and flip the script and edit the videos so he can look like the holy moly, if y'all understand what I'm saying. You feel me? So when I saw what he did to Sleep TV, I had to stand up for my brothers too. You feel me? Because there was no way that he was going to push me away from JT or Sleep TV. So, Gab, man, I just want to apologize to you, my brother, and thank you, my brother. You know what I'm saying, for just bringing the truth out there and for putting brothers and sisters together. I really do just want to say that. So I just stood up and did the right thing. You know what I mean? I wasn't just going to let this brother just keep on bashing real brothers and sisters because he feel that he's the power of God. You ain't the power of nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I want to say.
I appreciate it, bro. I
No,
appreciate
for
that,
sure,
my
man.
brother.
For sure, for sure.
All right. Sleep TV. Anything you want to say? And after that, CRU.
I'm gonna say I think you should I think I pretty much handled that situation the exact same way I feel. You know, I saw him, you know, he was getting a little out of control. So, you know, if I'm considering you a brother, you know what I'm saying? Not because we that close, but because I thought we had mutual respect for each other. And there's some things that I don't like that you saying. I should be able to hit you up like a man and have that conversation. But if you don't want to have that conversation, I also feel like you should respectfully, as a man, say, I don't want to talk about it. That's the way I feel, and that's what it's going to be. I would have respected him if he would have even said that. But, he did a lot of coward shit, man. And I don't respect that, and then he got real disrespectful with me on his own live stream. Like he was trying to show me up. Like you're not gonna embarrass me or try to make me look like you could just say anything to me. So, that's just what it is, man. And, sometimes you gotta use the same weapon that they use, I could use the Bible against you at the end of the day, because I know what I know. I can discern certain things on certain levels. So I know what I'm talking about at the end of the day. I don't use the Bible as a weapon. I use the Bible or scripture for justification. And that's all I was doing in my life. I was just showing the people, who people like that are. It wasn't me trying to bash him or nothing. I put a little satire in there, because if you want to make a show, I can make a show too. But it was really to justify my point, so that's really what it is, man. When a brother get too out of control, you pull a brother to the side, and if he respectfully tell you that he ain't got nothing to say, then you just leave it alone. But if he get disrespectful, you're gonna have to handle the situation the way you know how to handle it. That's all.
Okay, cool. CRU, my brother.
Yeah, I spoke on it, but I'm gonna say, you always got to, as soon as you see it going that way, you supposed to talk to them, but I don't believe in like blocking people from your chat before they get a chance to get on the panel. If they talking reckless in the chat or something, hey, come up here and talk to me. Jason Black do it all the time. Chat room, make him call in and give him the number. If you don't call in, then you have to chat with all that reckless talk. But like if it's within the circle, you talk to the person behind the scenes if possible. You know, shoot them a Hangouts message or an email or something, and y'all hash it out there so it's not all on public or whatever. See the difference. But now, if people don't go by what was said in the back room, that's how they deal with it in the law. The lawyers talk first, and then if that doesn't work out, then they go to court where everything's public. You know what I mean? But they try to work it out first. So that's the same thing we need to be doing. You know what I mean? If I see you've offended me or something, here, let me give you a letter. Let me tell you what I find wrong with what you did. And then we'll try to sort it out from there and come to an understanding. But to say we're going to go by this agreement, what we made back over here, and then go public and do some totally opposite shit. Now, then you know that person's not sincere. That person's not to be trusted. They're not in the circle no more.
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Just later on, my doom shot is I'm gonna ask one of y'all to pull up my live that I did. Chief Stay Sleep what I did, and Loso what I did. I'm telling you to put it in the channel later on. Matter of fact, you could do it within like 15 minutes. Whoever want to do it from my doom shotters. Pull up mines, pull up She Stay Sleeps, and pull up my man Loso man. Hold on. The truth is their peace. So my live, She Stay Sleep live, and the truth is near. Peace. Pull up pull up those three and put it in the chat. Thank you. And She Stay Sleep and the truth is there. You know, but yeah. I mean, every time I want to give it to you, Gab, but Rich, you be out. Dang, Gab be out. Gab be out. But we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go to the next one in here. Did anybody have watched the elections, this past elections, brothers?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, and from what I hear, you know what I'm saying, in the news, what they were saying, now that the Democrats are running the House, now Donald Trump wants to do an investigation on the Democrats because the Democrats want to do, you know, the Russian investigation, and they want to pursue with the investigation. But Donald Trump knows that will be hell and that will be fire for him. So he fired Jeff Sessions and he hired somebody that has no type of experience of what it is to do what Jeff Sessions does for what, so he can go ahead and liquidate and dissect what is the dude's name that is doing the Russian investigation? Trying to think of the guy's name.
Mueller.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he said if you drop down his money, if you just dissect his paycheck to zero, that'll get him an automatic satisfaction win for Donald Trump, because that'll also give Donald Trump the chance to fire Mueller. That's his name, Mueller. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mueller. So that will give him the chance, you know what I'm saying, to get him out the scene so he can put somebody else so he can run that person. That's what Donald Trump is just trying to do. He's just trying to eliminate all the big players that are doing the Russian investigation. And plus, he's just very upset that even, I think it's in Arizona, a Democrat, I think it's a lady that won the election as well. So all this past week, the Democrats have won the chair to their states, and also they took over the White House. So right now, the Republicans, they're shaking, they scared right now, because Donald Trump is barely having any type of control like he first did in his first year of presidency. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Now, did anybody else have watched the election before I ask the question?
I watched some of them, but you know, they don't really affect me so much. I know we lost on the legalizing the weed up here in my state, but
How is that?
huh?
How you lost the legalization of weed? You live in
Hey,
Colorado, right?
no, I'm in North Dakota.
I mean, even off the coast. You mean y'all lost the legalization of what? Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
measure 3. But they said even in Colorado, California, they had to try to pass that shit like 6 times before it really passed. So this is the first time they're trying to do it out here, and it's a straight Republican state. So, you know, they're not having that. I seen signs on outside talking about hell no on measure 3. We already got enough drug addicts out here. I'm like, shit, if they were smoking weed instead of doing opioids, shit, they'd be all right. They wouldn't be falling out in the streets all day.
Yeah. Okay, I hear that. Anybody else? Because if there ain't nobody else, I'll wait to ask that question another lie. Anybody else have watched the election?
Nah, I ain't watch it. I mean, for the most part, you know, I honestly just think it's a game. You know, the end of the day, to me, Democrats and Republicans is, you know, it's just the lesser of two evils. So it's like either we gonna get the Democrats who are most of them, especially the black Democrats, they're like the black sellouts of the black community, you know, or we could get the Republicans who just gonna keep it real and just let black people know like we don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all just gonna have to keep working hard and doing what y'all gotta do. So at the end of the day, that's what it is to me. You know, it's not I don't I don't I don't really look for no wins from us because at the end of the day, they don't really neither one of them address black people's issues really at the end of the day. You
Yeah.
got the Democrats, you got the Democrats who they go to the black churches for their votes and do little silly shit to pander to black people to get them to like them to win a vote. And then you got the Republicans who just don't give a fuck. So it's like, hey, they're not speaking our language at the end of the day. So it's like, for what, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
I
probably.
was
Oh, go ahead, guy. No, go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was I laid away from the voting prior for the last 2 elections. Um, Not that I really ever believed too much in it anyway. I think I was more into it to have a black president at the time. The But the past elections, I've been listening to a few people, and I notate George Macon. He been making some sense out of getting into local politics to me. And it's something that I never studied, to study the people that actually make decisions for my neighborhood, something that's smaller. And there's some kind of belief that we may be able to affect something at a smaller level, at a local level. And I want to see if there's any truth to that. So, I haven't been a part of the voting process for the last two major votes, but I will be taking a look to see who knows something about it, local politics in my environment.
Okay.
Yeah, JT. Let me go and throw my little
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah,
piece
go
in
ahead.
there.
Go ahead.
Everybody else seems to have addressed it in some kind of way. You can't, if you're in this world, the environment is, it was politics as usual. It is, politics. It is a process that we got to be conscious of, and where we stand at, we're going to be affected one way or the other. Now, I just, what come to mind, I'm sort of like Gab, sort of like the brother Sheep when it comes to the meaning of politics in America, and how it affects the population, the environment. So there's one saying that says politics and religious make strange bedfellows. Politics in its normal, like you say, the division, the two-party system we have here, where the Democrats and Democrats the rule of the people, the Republicans the rule of the law. If that, is true, it has been corrupted. So it's kind of hard. It's almost like we talk about how it's hard to deal with folk that are religious because it's been corrupted so much. And the same thing about politics. But it is one of those things where you got to get some kind of understanding out of it and meaning out of it. So I think it's politics as usual. Enough people engaged in the process, can affect change, like they say, on a local level, locally here and otherwise. Now, for me, myself, as I said, I are sort of like my brother Gab, sort of like brother Sheep. I have a personal way of going about it, which is say I don't engage in the legal process. I just do it by my feet, as they like to say. Okay, with that, I'm gonna fall back. But what's that question you got? I know you ready to get us to deal with it.
No, I ain't gonna. No, I'm not gonna ask about election. I'll probably wait till that maybe next year. So I know I voted, okay, and I do it like this, that. And I always say like this. I know you heard it near my Israel. I know you heard She Stay Sleep, and I think also you heard it too. That, and this is my feeling. This is why I feel. We know how the system is. And I feel like this, that we got to find a way, wherever little benefits that we get, let's build on that. And let's keep on stacking this. We keep on stacking this now. Let's keep on stacking what we need. So one day, I don't think it's gonna happen in our lifespan, but the other lifespan, they can look back and say, okay, we already get what we want. We can have our own system. We can govern ourselves. And like my brother Dewey, he said, "Oh, people, I didn't vote." Hey, okay, you didn't vote. I hear people say, "Oh, you're supposed to be in the way." Well, I would tell them this too. As a melanin person in this country, have you give us anything to really vote at? When our vote go through, and it's true, we see other sectors in our community have prospered, but the rest of us, we getting crumbs. But I know for me, all I can say is for me. Now, am I gonna vote 2020? I don't know. But for me, that I'm doing it for our people. I'm not really doing it for them because I want to be within the process, and I want to make sure that I'll talk about the voices ones, part 1 and 2, to be heard. And so we have to bring the brothers and the sisters that is not voting either, so they can have an impact too. Because see, sometimes we want to be too much judgmental of the wrong people instead of the policies, the policies that happen in this oppressed system. And I always say this, and I'm always going to be preaching this, especially to brothers. We have to stop knocking each other down as brothers, and we have to respect each other. My thing is this: if we want to get at this, we have to talk about more about this oppressed system. Has it been represented and also had a pattern for centuries and centuries, and is premeditated to keep us down as melanin people, part of this human race, part of this human family. And we have to talk about this, brothers. And I know I'm not talking about the brothers in the chat, and I ain't even talking about the brothers in the chat. I'm just saying. The ones outside, we gotta talk more about that. Because sometimes this system trying to have us shift, talking certain fandom conversations, that the conversation right here, the system, the people work with it, people work with it. These are people that we really talk about. These are people we really attack. Now, some of our people is down it, yeah, we attack them too. Let's get them, let's get at them too. And I think that until we understand the mindset, what I'm talking from, what I'm just saying, for me, we can get somewhere. And sisters have to engage in that too. And so that's what the highly favored. Welcome, Queen. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much for coming, sister. Thanks for coming, Queen. Welcome. Charles Willie. Thanks for coming, sis. Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the men's chat. But I want to ask this question. I'm gonna throw that in my Israel first. There's quite a few young ones in our community do not want to go to church because they see certain things happen in the church, also through our social media, even on TV, and they're very discouraged. Now, as a man of God and plus a father, how do we get our kids? And you don't have to be a father. Let me throw it out there. You don't have to be a father. Go to any brother on the panel and also people in the chat too. I want you to answer that too. How do we go about get our kids going back to the church, or when they get that age, they should have a choice to not to go to church? Because I asked this question because throughout the decades, our spirituality was risen right here, but it was on an all-time low. So how you go about doing that, my big brother Nehemiah Israel?
Yeah, that's a good one, JT. I was just looking at this comparable or traditional and dealing with, the ancestors, what they have fought for and gained over the years, and what challenge we have to take it forth, and what, our youth are looking at when we stand up, brothers like you, I, Gab, and otherwise. So it ain't no going back to church. If the conscious community did one thing, at least for me anyway, it exposed me to a whole lot of different ideologies and understandings, and so that pushed me in a big pool of information that's out there. So that's why it's important to have these conversations, to deal, to be creative in our address, because the biggest thing about being, having not so many choices, what history has taught us, that we stuck in this one mindset, we gonna have problems. So the challenge is to be creative, in our address of life, and finding out what life, that whole, putting it all together, and church or the mosque or, the camp, as we call it, that's a personal address. If you find a school of thought that you can engage in to grow you, to challenge you, by all means engage. Hopefully, you get good at making good choices, and not to, get caught up in bad choices, such as, winding you up in some of those areas that, they got the church of the, like they say, the streets, and the church of the prisons, and the church of the informal economy. So, the key again is simply, like the brothers say, restoring, healing before we build. It is a taking what was brought forward, using it to go forward. I hope I made a little sense out of that, but it is.
That's good.
Yeah, I hope I made a little sense out of that. It is,
No, you did. You did.
Yeah, it's a resolve. It's certainly, you know, taking what was given to us to go forward with, and it is all that is living. It's a real big thing to deal with. In terms of, especially as like I said, it's really mental, as they say, and it really is personal, even in this big old 8 billion, group that we're dealing with, this humanity thing. Like I said, all the gains that have been gotten and respecting one another, poor, rich, Jew, Gentile, the whole nine. So again, it's a challenge, like I said, when we open up, to understand where we at and to respect that, go within, don't get stuck. Don't get entropic, as they call it. Don't get negative. Try to stay positive. Like you using your hashtags. Get a win for our existence. Respect to humanity. All that good stuff. So with that, I'm gonna pass it on to my brothers.
Hey, you starting up. That's what I want, bro. That's it. She stay sleep. Build that, please.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I think at this point in the game, the way that society is going, um, our children is not really going to submit to religion. Their new form of religion is success. They're more focused on being successful and quote unquote getting that bag. And at the end of the day, I think that's what, especially us as men, we should really be focused on. And it's not just the fact of getting money, just to have money, but at the end of the day, all of the things that we want to do, all of the things that we want to create as men, we have to have economics. We gotta be able to finance some shit. As we can see, all of the religious institutions are the richest institutions in the world.
Mm-hmm.
They get, you got pastors buying jets. Creflo Dollar asked his congregation to buy him an $80 million jet. He got it.
Mm-hmm.
But you put your goddamn Streamlabs link in the chat, somebody won't even donate $5 to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the end of the day, that's really what it's about. And that's what our children is really focused on. They trying to do things in life so they can be happy. And they know that at the end of the day, living in poverty, you're not going to be happy. Living from check to check and struggling and not being able to do things that you want to do that will make you happy. They don't really want to deal with that. So the conventional form of religion, our children are not going to submit to it. And it's not because there's nothing in there. It's just more of they I feel like subconsciously they're moving on what a lot of scripture talks about. And they're doing it without even knowing that they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see it's a lot of young dudes out here, like look at a lot of these young rappers. You got young dudes 18, 19 years old that's millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
That's feeding families. You know, like that's to me, that's spiritual. That's not carnal. You know, where you could feed you could feed your whole neighborhood. You could take your homeboys with you. They, you know, these young dudes is starting other types of businesses, all types of stuff. You know, where you can employ 20, 30 black men, you know, like they what they're doing is they don't even know what they doing is what they supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But they just not going into the church and going into the Bible or the Quran and reading scripture, but they doing what they gotta do, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I think now we just gotta figure out how to communicate, you know, like for instance, like the whole concept of faith without works is dead. You know, so you know, you gotta let your children know that you gotta work hard. You could believe that you're gonna be successful one day, but if you don't work towards it, then you know you're not gonna bear any fruit from that. And this is why you see a lot of these young dudes, man. They 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 doing what they gotta do, and the young women too. You know, a lot of young women is they making a lot of money off this makeup and you know all of this type of stuff that sometimes we, you know, us as being older people could get down on them on. But at the end of the day, man, they feeding themselves. They feeding families, man. They blessing a lot of people. You know, to be 21 years old and buy your mother a house, it's dudes out here that done work their whole life that never bought their mother a house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that'll make you feel like, man, when I'm able to buy my mother a house, man, that's the most to me, like you'll be overjoyed. You know what I'm saying? So I think we just gotta learn how to how to present scripture to them. But as far as going to church and all that type of shit, that's not gonna happen no more. It's not gonna happen. We, you know, and at the end of the day, the church is us. We're the church, you know, the body, the people. So we don't have to walk into a church building to have church. You know, right now we having church. And that's how we gotta bring it to the youth. Because they're gonna be on them street corners. They're gonna be in them hallways smoking weed. Let's have a church session with the blunt going around. You gotta really, you know, you gotta get you. That's how you get them to listen to you. And even in the Bible, they said that's how Jesus saved souls. He went to the depths of hell. He went to the lowest areas in neighborhoods where everybody getting murdered at, where everybody smoking crack, where it's a lot of prostitution. He walking around there, waking people up, saving people. That's any hood today in the United States, man. You go to any ward, any hood, any project, that's what's going on. And if you could stand there with them young brothers and sisters and y'all could have a conversation where the concept is spiritual, I mean, come on, man. That's church. That's church right there for them. But they're not gonna walk in no building and listen to no dude with a Maybach outside and they had to walk there and they gonna sit there and listen to him. Because the first thing they're gonna think is, man, I want a Maybach like you. I don't what you talking about? Are you gonna tell me how to get that Maybach you got outside? If you ain't teaching me that, I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to be honest with how things are and how our children is socialized nowadays, and that's how we gotta approach it at the end of the day. Because if we don't, we're gonna lose them. It's not them just understanding us; it's us understanding them. That's proper communication. So that's my opinion on that.
Okay. Gab Talk Media. Your take. Gab Talk Media. All right, crew.
Yo.
Your take.
Okay. Well, I've got to say I'm 100% with what Chief Stay Sleep said, right? So you the whole point is, right, you asked like how do we get our kids in the church and everything, right? And she's like, we are the church. And I'm like, yes. Because look, wherever that's a book that says it. You know what I mean? That's the book that says it. Wherever two or more gathered in my name, there shall I be. You know what I mean? So I believe we're doing God's work by trying to fight against this evil white supremacy, plutocracy, you know, people oppressing other people shit. So we're doing God's work. We're talking about it. That's church. So how do we do that? Is by setting the example. You know what I mean? Everybody's probably gonna go home and be with their family on Thanksgiving or something, right? And it's like, okay, you got the grown folks there, you got the kids there, right? Yes. And I forgot who panel I was on talking about like the video games and it might have been this one, right? Talking about the video games and what do we do when we get with the families and Monopoly boards and all of that stuff. And it's like, that's what we do. Come sit upstairs with the grown folks and see what the grown folks talking about. Every time I was at home, when I was growing up, I see my dad, my uncles, and all of the cousins upstairs, the old, you know what I mean, the grown folks, the people our age and whatnot, and they're always talking politics. You know what I mean? They're talking about how to improve the community, how to improve the environment, right? So that's probably the reason why I'm here right now on this panel with y'all, because that's, you know what I mean, that was the example that was set for me. So I think we just need to set the example for the kids. You know what I mean? And they'll follow suit. We can't just preach and say, oh, go do good, or oh, go do that. You know what I mean? It's like somebody who smokes telling you stop smoking. You know what I mean? Do as I say, not as I do type thing. Oh, you got to set the example. Sheep was saying that in his other video when he was quoting, I think, John or something. And he said, oh, you're preaching the word, preaching, you know, to somebody that's hungry. Oh, you got to be good and give to people and this and that, this and that. This man's starving. You eating a sandwich in his face, preaching the word, talking about, oh, and God bless you on your journey. Man, give him a sandwich. That's going to make him faithful. That's going to make him believe what you're saying. So, I don't know. That's all I got to say on that.
Okay. All right, Loso. Your take. Loso, your take. Unmute your mic, Loso.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. You see, this is from personal experience. I've been writing music since I was 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? I rap about everything you can think of, and I freestyle about anything you can think of. It's true what Sleep TV and CRU were saying. We are the church, but it makes it very difficult for us to be the church when you come to a platform and you're trying to build a craft and you're trying to bring the children to the church, but the children prefer to listen how a brother kills another brother, how a sister kills another sister, how a sister buys another pair of $15,000 to $300,000 worth of jewelry instead of receiving the message of God saving your life. You see, but I also agree with Sleep TV. You see, there's some athletes and actors that don't get the props and the respect that they deserve. Like, I'm going to go with LeBron James. LeBron James is in the politics. LeBron James just came out with a school. LeBron James is into helping his community. LeBron James grew up without a father. You understand? And all he wanted was a father. But instead of LeBron James, you know, saying to himself, oh, I'm going to just go ahead and go the wrong way. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go ahead and be an example for the young brothers, you know what I'm saying, or the young sister that wants to be a basketball player or a football player. I'm gonna go ahead and be an example for all who think that can't make it. So to see a brother being that successful and still help his community and still help kids, to me, that's fully amazing. But also, the children of the church have to come to the ones that are opening up their churches to them, that are willing to acknowledge the fact and give them the knowledge and wisdom and teach them the knowledge for them to keep on pursuing with their life. It makes it very difficult for a brother like me and you, JT, or a brother like CRU, or the other brothers in the panel, to teach brothers and sisters to come to the church when they live in negativity, when they living in the so-called today's agenda and propaganda, and especially when you got the elites, you know what I'm saying, putting what I call the brainwash and the mind programming in today's society. Now, if you grab your son and if you grab your daughter at a young age and you take them to church every day, even if he or she doesn't want to, they're gonna grow up knowing that there's a church inside of them, and they're gonna grow up with that love and that mentality and that spiritual. Remember, we all deal it's all about a spiritual battle. We all deal with spiritual battles. But if we want to come together and build, like you say, JT, the kids of today and our youth have to accept us for opening up the church so we can teach them, so they can teach their kids, and the legacy will go on through generations. But it makes it very difficult when a lot are blind, and I call them blinders. The reason why I call them blinders is because they pursue different things that is not righteous, that is wrong, and they think that living wrong is right and living right is wrong. I know it because I'm a suspect to it, and I'm a living testimony on that. But once you grow up and you start to get wiser, you start to understand what your grown-ups told you, what your grandmother told you, what your grandfather told you, and those that wanted to give you a positive opinion or a positive way or vibe to go about life. You start to become more wiser and stronger and build more strength to count them accountabilities and responsibilities to be able to teach the church. But we all have to come together to understand that level, because there's levels to everything in this life. So for me, a man who changed his life and gave my life to God, you know what I'm saying? And I just did that recently. I had to also come to my accountabilities and say all the things that I did wrong and how much I'm willing to change. And now I'm seeing progress because some of my brothers that were blinders just like me, they're also starting to change. With God, everything is possible, but everybody has to come together to be willing to open up the church. That's my take on that.
All right, very good. Before I continue, I'm gonna read some comments. And I want your brothers to talk about it before I answer the question. And I want to thank everybody that's come to the chat. Very much appreciate the one outside. I appreciate that. Welcome, Malik Omar. LDBC salute. Lions Den boxing community. I'll read some of the comments. Muhammad is the one. That's true. And the power would be acquired land, build hospitals, schools, and finance institutions. Yes. Yes. Brother Nubian said, YM said, this shit is embarrassing. We need to get more of the assets in trade school. Yeah, but this is the thing about it. Our community, they're not putting up with these trade schools. And other communities is, and really, they really copy from us. But that's also a good point, though. IC said Muhammad's the ones that by the other half would be able to make moves and make a difference in our community. That is so true. We need to talk more about that. Moliko Omar says some people who believe in God are religious freaks and they make fools like me look bad. Yeah, but you know what, though? It ain't gonna make you look bad. You just keep on doing what you gotta do. Well, like you do. You just that some just gotta be more Malik Omar willing to stand up and talking about how people perpetrate God. That's the thing. But that's an excellent point, though. Like that. Queen White said, we are 40% populous. So $1 from each person may wear to be independent overnight, pretty much. Yeah. But no man think we 90%. It could be lower. And well, you fell asleep, man. You be falling asleep all the time, man. But are you up now, Gab? Are you up now, Gab?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. You in. So,
My apologies, bro.
okay, I know you was gone. You like, I know you was up on shit like, I understand. It's a fight, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit.
Bro, could I say something real quick for you asking this question?
Go ahead.
As far as the trade school thing I saw in the chat, we gotta especially us as adults, we have to learn. I think something that'll be good for us is we have to learn to stop being so judgmental about the youth, because the same ways that they think that we're grown up now and we think it's silly was the same way we used to think when we were kids. And we also got to look at what's available to our children. The fastest way right now for our black children to become millionaires is through entertainment and sports. And if we want our children to learn trades, then all these black men that are master builders need to build trade schools. Why are there only white unions for our children to join? Why all the trade schools that are there are only ran by white guys? That's because our men rather just take the money and sit on the money and do what they do. It's our job as black men to be resourceful to our community. And there's a lot of black men that are electricians, that are carpenters, that are brick masons, that know how to build a whole goddamn building. But how many black boys are they teaching how to do that? How many? How many trade schools in your city or any trade program that's ran by black men? That's not the white man's fault. That's not the white man's fault. Y'all, them dudes got all the certifications. They could group up with some guys that they work with, and they could start their own union. They could start their own trade schools. So it's a lot of that type of stuff is our fault. So you can't fault the kids for going to where millions of dollars is available. That just makes sense. If nobody's teaching me how to build a building, this shit, I'm gonna go play ball. If I can't play ball or if I get injured playing ball, I'm smart enough to rhyme words. And shit, I ain't even gotta rhyme words now. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta start looking at things in a more practical way instead of just being judgmental. Because there's, like I said, there's a lot of black men out here that have construction skills, that are mechanics. They not teaching young black men shit. They running around holding their money, going on vacations, doing what they doing, living their life. And the way these youth are, they not trying to beg us for nothing. They like, oh, it ain't shit here for us. Well, we'll go find where some shit at.
Right.
Simple. That's just the mentality that these children have. And we have to understand that so we can learn how to properly communicate. Because I always hear, oh, the youth is not listening to us. It's because you don't know how to get them to listen to you. For one, you being so judgmental and you telling them what they should be doing. You don't even know how they think. So how could you tell them what they should do? And how did you feel when your mother and your father told you what you should be doing? And did you do what they told you you should do? Shit, I guarantee you half of us in the chat room didn't do that. We didn't become the shit our parents thought we would become. So we just got to be more realistic, man, with our approach, dealing with our children and our youth, man. And if we want other things to be available, we need to rally to have those things. I'm tired of hearing black men, especially skillful black men, talk about all these young black dudes that are athletes and we need to know this and we need to know that. But y'all not teaching that shit. Y'all just telling us what we need to be doing, but y'all not teaching it. Build some trade schools first before you could say none of these boys want to learn how to do nothing. Build some trade schools. Because I know I'm from New York. All of the trades, all of the unions, all the locals are ran by white men. All of them.
All of them.
All of them are ran by white men. The only black person you may see out there that got some power is a foreman.
Right.
That's it. That's it. Ain't no black men running no construction sites. Ain't no black men running no local unions, nothing. And it ain't because they can't do it. It's because they happy with making $30 an hour and living the life that they living. And they letting these young boys get it how they get it. So if that's how you gonna be, then don't be judgmental. Live your life. And that's what these young boys be saying. I hear it all the time. Old man, live your life. We out here now. Simple. If you ain't gonna help them, then you keep your opinion to yourself, man. Because that's when them young boys get disrespectful. Because if you ain't got nothing to give them, then why you talking to them? Why you talking about them if you ain't got nothing to give them? Just like what Cruz said, like I was reading from out the Bible. How you just gonna tell a homeless person, God bless you on your journey, but he needs something to goddamn drink and eat. Give him something to eat and drink. Then give him the word. But if you ain't gonna do that, then they don't want to hear that shit you talking. And that's just real.
Mm-hmm. All right. The real Aaron Collins, you just came in. I seen you the link. Let me know you got the link or not. By seeing the link to come to the panel. I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna keep it going. For me personally, that I wasn't born no silver spoon, so my parents had to struggle and stuff like that. Now, did they set lofty goals for me to do? Yeah, but reality is all about. Hey, if you live in the neighborhood, how you know opportunities really happen is all about survival. And even when I was coming up, people, oh, you have opportunities. Not really. If you get sick without having no hospitals, we have hospitals, but it was like, what was certain was it wasn't really no certain policies of health that we get attend to. I remember I caught asthma, almost died when I was 10. My mother had to take my father had to take me to three hospitals because they wouldn't take me because of the demographics and the legacy. The politics of that. That's real. And now it's much worse right now that the stats are living for us as Maryland people be like maybe someone like this, maybe 40, 45 years ago was shrinking. I know one of my youngest godsons, he said, yeah, I finished going to college. I want to go full football or baseball. Because if he good on 2 sports, he said, I want to get out the hood. What do you think about it? What can I tell him? As a golfer, what can I tell him? Father, what can I tell him? But whatever you do, make sure you save your money and and invest well. He said, I gotta get that bag, get my family out. But that's true what Stacey was saying that even like some people would be judgmental and stuff. Like, oh yeah, they should go this and that, but there's no. And even I remember because I went to a trading school too. They even asked for a whole lot of money to even go, even for books. We ain't talking about the expenses getting back and forth. That's a total conversation.
Hey,
And
JT.
I'm talking about in the 80s. Go ahead, go and see how you.
Okay, I ain't mean to interrupt. I just want to say, like, all right, like, we're not all like, doctors, lawyers, or nothing like that. I know I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, we all just regular guys, regular jobs. You know what I mean? We not down and out, but we not, the upper. You know what I mean? But we know people that are. You feel me? Like, I myself, I know at least 2 doctors I went to school with, a physician and a neurosurgeon. You know what I mean? 2 females. And, one of my mom's best friend ran a hospital. You know what I mean? So I know people, I know a few lawyers I went to school with. You know what I mean? I'm talking about from high school, from junior high, from elementary. I know these people. You know what I mean? I still talk to them. And it's like, I think it's got to be us that, like JT, you was saying, like, how do we get the kids to the schools? How do we, we use what we know? You know what I mean? Like, I'm in transportation. I know, like, logistics and supply chain and shit like that. Like, we can use what the hell we know to at least get some little shit done, right? Like, that's what they were talking about, the school between Umar and Q Butter. Yeah, Q Butter doesn't have the boarding school where everybody lives there all day and it's like Hogwarts or some shit out of Harry Potter, but he does have a school and he is teaching people, and I think it's got to start somewhere, like, Truth in Miami, like when you want to start a studio, right? Everybody want to get the big mixing board and the big this, big that. But then motherfuckers find out you can just get Fruity Loops and start making tracks like that. Now you can even record in Fruity Loops. And Fruity Loops free. That's why everybody's on it. You know what I mean? Everybody can get a free Fruity Loops. But that's a start. You got to start somewhere. And then once you show and prove right there, then it's like Shark Tank. If you got a little business idea or something, you got to show that it's going to work. It's going to function. And then you're going to get more investors in it. So that's my thing. Like, we don't have to be, like Donald Trump to open a casino or open a school or, open a business. It can be all of us that's like all subscribe to each other, that all be on panels together. We can all put $5 into a fund and come up with what we're going to do with that fund. You know what I mean? Some of us got, 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, right? If all of those subscribers put $5 in just for this fund, and we all came up with what to do with this fund, there goes the schools, there goes the transportation, there goes the little extra stuff, beyond what, like, the government will give you, you know what I mean? Like, if you got to go to school, they'll give you, food stamps, they'll give you a bus pass, they'll give you, 3,000 or 5,000. At a you know what I mean, at a community college, they'll pay for your community college, basically. So now here we go with that fund, and we're giving book scholarships, or here's your laptop and stuff like that. Go to welding school. Here's your boots. Here's your, the clothes you need. And we can start that. And we're not even, the biggest people, but we can do this. So that's all I wanted to add to that.
I want to say something, if y'all don't mind, if I can interrupt for a minute. JT, if it's all right with you.
Yeah, make it quick because I want to hit a real Aaron Thomas and yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got you, my brother. I wanted to respond to what CRU said. You know what? When I came up in the game, rapping and freestyling, I was in the era of the NWA, you know, Ice-T, Too Short, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, you know, the breakdancing era and all. So we didn't had all that Pro Tools and fruit and all that. You know what I'm saying? I come up from an era where it was hard. We was really in the struggle. But I just want to say, so I could give it to JT, is, you know what? I had a dream. My dream was to bring my peoples together, no matter what race and culture you was. You understand what I'm saying? But if you look at the difference of what was going on back then to what it is now, now it's all about money. Now it's all about, you know what I'm saying? You can make as much money as you want as long as you fulfill whatever we tell you to do. It's not like back then. Back then, it was about communities. Back then, it was about helping your neighbor. Back then, it was about making sure that your kids got the best education if they could. Now, it's like Sleep says, you know what I'm saying? It's all about that money. And if you ain't got the skills to do it, you're not going to get no recognition for it. Go ahead, JT.
All right, thank you. Gab Talk Media. Oh, okay. I hit him back. What's going on? What's going on, Real Aaron Collins? You heard the conversation. Put your input on it, please.
What's going on, my brothers? How y'all doing today? JT.
Everything good. Everything good.
It's good. Yeah, I'm loving the topic, man. I'm loving the topic y'all talking about. And yeah, you know what? You're right. You don't need the big mixing board. You could do an entire song or album for that matter on GarageBand. You could also do it on what they use in.
That's it.
Brother, you there?
Hello? We're Aaron Collins.
White man got him.
Gab Talk Media.
He not finna drop this knowledge right now. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah. Hold on. Gab said he'll be right back on the chat. He said he'll be right back.
Okay. Go back to Real Aaron Collins. Are you there? Well, okay.
He probably driving through a tunnel or something. You know, it's like, because when Gab be doing that, when he be doing his driving, you know, he'll hit a certain spot every morning, like 15 minutes in, and it's over with.
Okay. All right, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna switch it up too. We're gonna switch it up too. Okay. Now we're gonna live. We gonna. What's that noise?
Hey, Low, you know what Low song? he got that pack in. he got a shit. He got.
Hey, yo, let's. Who dropped off?
Aaron. I think Aaron Collins dropped off, and he just came back into the phone call.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I think I got dropped off, man. I don't know what happened, but yeah. I was saying that that I was enjoying the topic, and I was saying that how we have systems today. You all were talking about like the big mixing boards in studios. I wanted to add on to what the brother was saying. I think CRU Royalty was just saying this, that people think they have to have a big mixing board. You can do something not only also on GarageBand. Get you a MacBook Pro and you GarageBand. You can make an entire album. I think someone said Lil Wayne one time did that. Just get you a MacBook. You can even create a studio at home. And the same thing is equivalent even with filmmaking, which is the world I come from. We now have affordable cameras and computer-based editing systems that you could use the aforementioned laptop and edit stuff on. I know because I've done it. Basically, all your excuses, technology has literally eliminated all your excuses. There's no reason why we cannot do the things we want to do. You can even distribute your own stuff too.
Great point. Great point.
Hey, ain't we on here? Everybody got a channel. Like in the 80s, dog, for somebody to have their own channel where they can broadcast all day, and you don't have to be in that local city or whatever. This is a worldwide broadcast. Anybody around the world can hear the sound of my voice right now. You know, like that wasn't happening in the 80s. You know what I mean? I got my home studio in front of me right now. You know what I mean? And but people, I'm talking to y'all broadcasting from my phone because I don't feel like, you know what I mean, using the mic and picking up all the extra sound. You know what I mean? That my studio mic's gonna pick up. But hey, I was gonna say, Aaron, they also do it on the iPhone. Like my little studio thing that I got where I got the little applause and stuff is like for podcasting or whatever. They got the thing where you can plug it into your iPhone and then just walk around broadcasting. Have a good mic and everything, walking around broadcasting. I mean, they make it so simple. And the thing was only $150.
That's right. I agree.
Okay. Now I'm gonna switch it up now. And I want sisters to understand this in the chat, but I'm gonna ask the brothers, and I'm gonna throw it at Nehemiah Israel, my big brother. And I'm not talking about the brothers that's not seeing their kids or nothing like that. I'm not gonna talk about that. That's another story. I'm just talking about the brothers that are doing what they've been divorced, broke up and everything, they still have to pay child support. How do we go about keep on encouraging brothers that is doing the right thing for their kids, but they still get denied from their exes, girlfriends, ex-wives, or certain family members, and the system? How do we develop a strong safety net encouragement for them? Nehemiah Israel.
Hey, okay, yeah, yeah, I'm enjoying this, man. You know, I come from a family of basically brothers, 8 of us, and 2 younger sisters. So I'm digging the way we process things in a, you know, topical fashion. Now, in terms of the question, terms of dealing with life on life terms, it sounds like what you're posing, the elder being responsible for the youth, or having a connection to the youth, and what that is. It's like, again, I always get a lot of stuff simply by reading and, you know, contemplating on what I read. You know, my experience at 58 has taught me that, you know, and again, my dad 78, and I got my sons that are 40s and their teens, up to their teens. You know, so when you start talking about that, the first thing come to mind is that old age-old tradition of knowing thyself. So dealing with life on life terms such as rejection, such as, you know, conflicts within yourself, you know, simply it's about knowing yourself. You know, if it's a conflict on the outer side, you know, that's where the experience becomes your teacher. You know, you're gonna get some bruises out here. You're gonna get some things that happen. So it ain't a whole lot change when it comes to that outside of like the brother Aaron Collins was saying, we got a whole lot more choices today. And with all those different choices, as the saying go, you know, it's more room for improvement, but then there's a lot of room for error. So it is about coming together, having these conversations, you know, putting answers and solutions on the table, you know, dealing with lessons learned from our mistakes and going forward with that. So again, I like to keep it short and sweet, you know, know yourself, you know, that, we know, as we all keep saying, it starts at home. It starts with those first teachers. If you get a chance, you're lucky enough to be in a household to, influence them, or even being, like you say, a godfather, an uncle, an aunt. There's all kind of opportunities there to, simply know yourself, know that you are this great thing, and I think that consciousness is number one. It's all mental. It's all about being able to process, those conflicts, with yourself and with people on the outside. So know yourself.
Oh, excellent. Like that. Gab Talk Media, you back? Yes, he ain't back yet. Okay. The real Aaron Collins.
So what was the question again?
Oh, you didn't hear the question?
No, I didn't hear the question.
The question is, tell me if I get it right, because let me know I'll get it right on the people panel. All right, let me ask you a question. Did you hear what my big brother in my intro was saying?
Well, I believe he was answering the question.
Oh, okay. I even forgot about the question.
Yeah, no.
You know what? If you want, I could go ahead and just go ahead and take off, and then he can lead off from there. You know what? I've been divorced for 13 years. I've been divorced.
Okay. I got it. Hold that thought. I want you to hold that. This is the question. Maybe I'm gonna switch it. Maybe it's gonna be the same, but a different concept. How do you go about encourage the real Aaron Collins? If you know a brother. Now the sisters, I know, like I said, the sisters, the ones who support the brothers, I'm not talking about y'all. The one you'll keep on doing it. The brothers is not doing it, I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about the brother that got divorced. Also, the ones got divorced. Also, he was not with her no more. Baby, they live with each other. But he's doing the right thing. You want to do the right thing, take care of the kids, paying child support, but he's not getting the encouragement. And how do we develop a safety net for him?
I would definitely continue to encourage him and just try to just be a sounding board for him, someone he could talk to. And even though I've never had that experience before, best thing I can do coming from my particular situation is just be somebody of encouragement, be a man of prayer for him if he needs it, and just let them know that, yeah, I realize how this society is toward men, particularly black men, but just keep your head up. I mean, and I know it's not easy. I know it's not, but I would just try to be my best, just to be that big brother, and try to be someone who's shoulder to lean on when it came down to it, especially if I see that he's doing the best he can.
Okay, cool. All right, you can go ahead, Loso.
You know what? Go ahead and give it a sleep TV, and I'll go next. Go ahead.
Okay, Chief, stay asleep.
I definitely agree with the real Aaron Collins. Just to try to be that voice of reason, but we gotta understand too, like, a lot of times, one thing that a lot what I hear on YouTube about black men is that we're not family men, and that's not true. Because a lot of my homeboys that I grew up with, I was one of the few out of all of us that actually had their dad in their life. And all my bros take care of their kids. They may not be with their kids every day. They not with their baby mothers, but they take care of their children. So I believe that's a lie anyway. You know, um, a lot of us want to be there for our children. We want to be in a family setting, but as men, we gotta accept, you know, certain things in life. And sometimes when a relationship don't work out between you and the woman, it severs a lot of things in the family. And this is why I say, both men and women, we have to heal before we could build, because a lot of times our faults and our our past traumas, man, come in between relationships, and that's what ruins the family structure. you know um it's not always just money. A lot of times it is finances for black men, but also it's other things too, man. On why the communication isn't as effective as it should be. you know um the lack of understanding, the lack of cooperation. And a lot of times, man, when you and that woman is done, man, it's almost like not you and the kids are done, but it that's what creates that separation. And this is why, I always say what I say, man, because if we actually took the time to do that, um the more families will be saved, man. More families will be saved. A lot more families are being tacked. A lot of young girls will be growing up with their dads, and a lot of young boys will be growing up with their dads. Because most of the time, when a relationship ends, the mother always there, and the father goes. So we gotta try our best to try to not create that dynamic. But sometimes it has to happen for the best too, because you don't want to become toxic within your household around your children. So sometimes that may be the best thing too, because if both of the adults can't come to an agreement where there's going to be cooperation, and we're going to try our best to make things work in a civil fashion, then sometimes the best thing to do is to break up, because you don't want to ruin you don't want to ruin a person. You don't want to
Mm-hmm.
ruin each other, and then you don't want to see your children tearing each other down, because then that tears them down also. So sometimes, you know, and that may be the best thing too. But I believe that especially the men should try a lot harder trying to mend things, because it's best for your children, man. So, that's how I feel about it.
Oh yeah. Information man. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. Crew.
Hey, since I've been off for a second,
Okay, go
um,
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, I've been trying. I know y'all talking about. I heard a lot of what Sheep had to say, but the question, I still miss a part of that question. You were talking about, was it,
The last question.
yeah,
No, I repeat again because I remember. The question was that we the brothers that support their kid but they no longer with their spouses. They're no longer with their girlfriends, right? And they do whatever they can to still support. How do we develop a safety net for them to keep on encouraging them? How do we develop a stronger safety net for them?
For a person that is not your kid?
No, I'm talking about a brother. I get case in point. All right. I have a son, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm doing whatever I can to support my son. You know, but at the same time, I don't have the safety net or encouragement to receive that encouragement. My thing is,
Okay.
how do we develop a stronger safety net for our brothers to
Oh, okay.
encourage?
Got you. That's about building a brotherhood right there. There are this is basic brotherhood too. Like when you grew up in the neighborhood and you see that your man is missing a certain kind of instruction because he might have not seen it from his own father or somewhere from his own setting. And so the basic brotherhood is to bring your man up to the best of your ability according to what you observe because you grew up with him. So churches have several ways where men do men things with each other, mosques, temples, and whatnot. But the neighborhood itself has a way where it's a each one teach one scenario, and that's all about caring for your that's all about caring for your fellow man. It's really kind of basic. And so if you just have that basic care for somebody, man, you pull them up, you link up with them, and you do different things. And if they have the spirit to listen, because some people it is difficult to some people got like a little know-it-all kind of spirit. They don't want your help unless they ask for it. But if they're missing the mark and that's your man, you got a way that you know how we can get to them. But it's basic brotherhood, and I think we're going to need brotherhood. I don't know how you just build like clubs, but we need them type support groups, man. And we got to stop thinking that kind of stuff is weak. I think men think certain things are weak to have things that where we support each other. But it's actually pretty basic, man. You look out for that one in the neighborhood that y'all know who it is and y'all know where their heart is, man. But you know that they don't get it or that they don't have the basic instruction that you got, and you just do what you need to do to pull them up. That's my word on that.
Okay. No soul.
My father was a rolling stone in my life. My brother's father was a rolling stone in his life. My sister's father, who was also my father, was a rolling stone in my life. So I promised to myself when I had my son that the main thing that I'm going to do with him is have communication, excuse me, is have communication with him. And I think that's something that a lot of brothers, fathers, and mothers, as being parents, they lack on a lot. You know what I'm saying? They don't communicate like we used to back in the days when you had Big Mama or you had Grandma or you had that tough mother love and tough father love. You know what I'm saying? If he was there in your life. I think the biggest thing that we need to always remember is to always have communication with our kids. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like if you see a brother that is doing so good and that is trying very hard, we have to be able to have his back and be there for him to support him the best way we can. Because even brothers that do take care of their kids fall down. You know, there's a lot of pressure that builds up. There's a lot of tension. And, you know, him working, if he works from 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, to be able to pay the bills and be able to be a great father, that comes with a great responsibility. But also, sisters need to understand bringing a brother down, it's not going to help him. It's just going to fall off to a different lack of communication. And that's going to cause division between you, him, and your kids. So I always promise myself to have that communication with my son. My son right now is 21. He's in college in North Carolina. You know what I mean? So knowing that I didn't have a father and knowing that people were probably going to say that kid is going to be a bastard because his father wasn't around, I always told God that I was going to prove everybody wrong. Because from the first day that I became a father, just like most fathers that do take care of their children, I worked hard and I did the best that I could to build a great relationship with my son. Yes, you're going to have some type of divisions because your son and yourself are gonna make mistakes. But who doesn't make mistakes as a father? We are born to make mistakes, but we correct the mistakes by what? By sitting down, talking, and having communication with your kids. If you don't, then your kid is gonna wander in the wilderness and in the streets and thinking that the streets is going to be his parents. So we as parents, we have to give our kids tough love and discipline, just like Sleep TV always says. You know what I'm saying? And I love when he says that, because if you don't show your kids the discipline that he needs to have in his life so he can grasp that it's not going to be so hard and it's not going to build so much pressure when he has his kids, because he received the communication and the love from his father, that's going to build not division, but it's going to build love and it's going to build positivity instead of negativity. And I think that makes a big difference, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to a father being a father.
Mm-hmm. Well, Chief Stacy, do you win already? Hope I admit. Did anybody I missed on the panel?
I kind of want to hit on this topic. Listening to what the brother, I know your name, brother, just now, but
Loso.
Loso, yeah. I just want to say I think you on point with what you said. Now, I don't have any children myself, but I had the opportunity to help raise my nieces and nephews. And to this very day, sometimes they even wish me a happy Father's Day, even though I'm their uncle. But I understand the context of why they said it, because I was literally the only positive male figure in their life. They're grown now, but they still remember that. And I think that's important as well. Even if you raise children that you didn't necessarily sire, it's still the same context. You have to be there for them, be their positive role model. And my nephew tells me that I've always been a positive role model to him. Sometimes I don't feel like I did enough, but he seems to think I have, and that makes me feel that makes me feel better to hear that. That makes me feel real good to know that I was some kind of positive figure in his life.
You know what, Collins, before you say anything, I think I can relate to you, and I'm going to make this short and quick, because my nephew now is dealing with that. His father is in a rehabilitation place, you know what I'm saying, because he was under the influence of cocaine very bad, and he doesn't have that love from his father. So my nephew also sees me as a father. So I can relate to you on that. And you know what, man? You should be very proud of yourself because you deserve that. If you've been there for him, and if he told you that, it's because he meant it from his heart, and that's real talk, my brother.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Information, man. If you want to join the panel, drop your link. Drop your email, because I'm not going to be here any longer. I'm going to ask one more question. And then after that, because I know the brothers getting a little tired and everything, and I appreciate you sticking out with me.
I'm listening.
JT, you know us YouTubers don't get tired, man. This a 25-hour, 8-day a week, twice on Sunday operation.
Big Dog said 25 hours.
Yes, sir.
You talking about 25 hours? I might have to get some kilos sniffing. Be up.
Hey, no. Hey, JT, all you gotta do is make your dessert the cake that you did last time when you did your dinner. When you did your dinner, just eat some of that cake and you be on fire like you was last time.
Yeah, JT be throwing down in that kitchen, bro. I gotta tell you, man, you be having them Oreo cookies and vanilla ice cream. I be wanting to jump through the screen, man, and just join
he
you.
think we don't be watching. He think we don't be watching.
Brother.
Hey, I think JT be in Cali the way he be cooking. He be and just coming up with stuff that be awesome. I'll be like, man, what the
Real talk. That's real talk, royalty.
Bro, I'm trying to get me. I'm trying to do like this. You're messing up the brother cold, man. When I put a lid on it, no, you get them. When I do this, go to the door, man. You on the cold. I appreciate it, but I don't want it that better. I ain't feel like cooking goddamn body no more. You ain't goddamn way. I feel like doing it. Too much doggone work. Don't want it when you cook. Well, I ain't saying all women, it goes for men too. And then now I want to have you because I want to ask your brother something. I'm being honest. We're gonna be serious, but we're gonna have a little fun for a few minutes. Information, man. Again, if you want to join the panel, put your email in the chat so I get you on. All right. Now, check this out. Now, we got to be honest. Those brothers, we're going for the brothers in here, too. If you cook something, right? I'm saying you wait till the store. You pick out the good stuff. You put your main ingredients in there, ready to put the foot up in there. Right? So you're me a nice person, right? Not me. Person long time, not a long time. For what? Then you invite that person over. You got the cooking, and then like your brother said, I be having a nice desserts like Cruz said, and also you be blowing me up. If I had my hand, I'd slap you. But I'm gonna keep it PJ. I'm not just messing with, right? You prepare all that, right? And I want people in the chat to answer this too. Tell me the truth, brothers. And I'm going to throw it at Gab. No. I can't throw it at Gab because Gab, you're married and stuff like that. And
You said you.
Hey, I'm divorced.
I can't ask you that because I gotta protect happy home for you. So I can't.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey JT, because I'm gonna have to exit, man. I had some issues falling asleep, man, and then my wife came home, brother. So she be beating me up about being on the call every time she walking this motherfucker. So that's kind of what happened. I was caught up in conversation, man.
Right. For you, last remarks and your channel.
Say it again.
Last remarks and your channel, because I know wife.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's Gab Talk Media.
We feeling it.
Oh yeah. Gab Talk Media, man. I know Poetic Chaos probably still there, and they got us faded with the links. But I'm Gab Talk Media on everything, man, and I hope y'all link up with me on all of the social media sites. And Last remarks, man. I appreciate the brotherhood, man, that goes on in your channel, and it's not an echo chamber, man. We so smooth with it and learning and understanding how to disagree without being disagreeable, that it might sound like an echo chamber to somebody, but we don't always agree on here. But it's so brotherly that you almost don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Can't even tell because it's not adversarial.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate the flow. I appreciate the flow. And shout
Hey
out to all
Gab,
my bros.
you just trying to get off of here because your wife got you simping, man.
Oh
You need
hell yeah. Hell yeah, nigga.
you
That's how you
been
make
simping for
24
the
years.
last 20 some odd years. Hey Gab, you've been simping for the past some 20 odd years, so go ahead, keep simping. That's cool.
Hell
I love
yeah.
it.
That's how you make
Can't do that
24
to
Get
years.
me.
You
off
gotta get the fuck off.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo,
get off the phone before you gotta sleep on the couch now.
Yes,
Crook,
sir.
your
Yes,
Now
crook,
sir.
Gab gonna be sleeping in the
what's
doghouse,
wrong?
not the couch.
Now, come on, you lay off my brother Gab. You're off code now.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
wife, I support him. I'm supporting
Yes, sir.
brother. I'm in line with him. You can't do that, Crook. Come on now. That's
Indeed,
not fair.
indeed.
Not fair,
And
Los. It's not fair, y'all. I'm with my brother.
I appreciate y'all, man.
And
It
good
was
night to
good.
you. And tell
Huh?
you the other half good night to her and tell her thank you everything to make you happy and much blessing to you and you know that's not godly like that you're supposed to be on code. That's man code.
Hey, I'm just
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just joking. My bad.
Yeah,
Nah,
you
absolutely. I appreciate y'all, man. It's been good. It's been good. And
Yeah,
you know I'm
Gab, you
coming
know,
back.
we just yanking your chain, Gab talk. No
no, no,
hard
Oh
no,
feelings,
yeah.
bro.
no, you can't do that. Wifey home. Now she outside. Still on code. That's I'm sorry. I'm not
Yes,
gonna be on.
sir. So yeah, shout out to everybody on the panel, man. I'm familiar with
Yeah.
everybody here. I appreciate it. Even low, so I seen you around, brother. I appreciate everything you had to offer earlier in the show. Appreciate all y'all, man.
God bless for real,
And
my
we'll
brother.
be
God
linking up
bless.
again.
Yo,
Yes, sir.
Gab,
Thank you.
Love,
You
Gab
too.
talk.
Gab,
Nothing but
the
love,
Gab.
Gab talk.
Let us know the next one. All right.
Yo, what for my channel?
I'm talking about what we did last week. The next,
Oh yeah. That's coming back. Yep.
Okay.
That's coming back real soon. Yep. Yes, sir.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah,
Next.
you gotta go get her purse before she get to the garage, Gab.
Again, you violating the code. See,
I'm sorry, JT. You know I'm just joking because I know how it is, dog. I was married for 8 years myself.
You gotta wait till the brother get off the panel.
No, I said it as he was getting.
You see, you losing the code. You gotta wait till he get off because she right there. Man, God, man, I gotta call
No,
my
he
mother.
said, hey, JT. He said she on the way. He said she on the
No,
way,
she's
so
in
that's
the
why you.
house. No, she's in the house. That's what he get. He said she's in the house.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. No, I thought he said he got to get off the phone because every time she always see him on the phone when she come in the
No,
house. So
she's in the house.
oh, probably playing on the big screen too in the living
That's
room.
what
Like,
I
oh
said.
Lord.
Right, that's why I said to them, we gotta sneak the code. But get back what I'm saying. All right, the man he prepared everything, and then you asked the nice young lady to come over. I can't even ask. I'm gonna throw near my Israel, and I'm gonna, like that. This is gonna be the last question and stuff. Right? You asked the lady to come over, right? Now you figure you prepare all of this and like that. You ask her, listen, I said, what can I bring? Well, you could bring a soda or some wine or something, right? Now you prepare for everything, right? Now let me ask you a question. Do you think is disrespectful to ask that woman to bring something? I'm throwing that near my Israel, my big brother.
No, I mean everyone should be able to bring something. I mean, I don't think it's disrespectful. I mean, if she could bring something, by all means, bring something. I mean, everyone's all pitching in. It's like you talking about like a potluck or something like that?
No, I'm talking about a 2 liter soda or something to drink or a cake or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. You know, she could bring she
Right,
could
she
bring
could
something
bring.
like that.
But now,
Yeah.
how about she don't bring nothing? Now, how do you feel about it? And I'm throwing that Nehemiah Israel.
Hey, I'm sorry, but you talking about like a date, a personal date, or just like
Right,
Aaron said?
right, all right, like a personal date. Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hell, I'm like you guys. I consider myself a loser when it comes to being successful in those relationships. I've been in and out of marriages and so forth. I'm still always trying to lump it together in one big old happy family and my tradition, but most of them ain't trying to hear it. I mean, so with that being said, it's always a challenge for me to uh, keep it simple and making those moments happen and happen and to the degree, something like that is easily accomplished though. Yeah, I think that most mature sisters, I mean that, and it's not like I'm good at choosing just the mature ones. I get some immature ones, if they don't show up with it. That's why I say I stick with it. Like it's almost that question ties into that last question you had, about your son, I mean your children. So if you're talking about a children or date, it's the same thing, and it's an external experience, within yourself. And what I did, say knowing yourself, I would add like one admonition from the sister in the scripture saying, "Give not thy strength to the woman." So it's hard, like Loso said, don't be no simp, and like you said, when she don't bring it, it ain't no charge, it ain't no it said, it ain't no ain't no reason to jump out the window. I mean, that again, yeah, we give so much to the sister in terms of not to say that sisters are uh, weaker or need or handicapped when it comes to communicating or like you say having those kind of things, so she got that opportunity just like you said, and like Aaron was saying, yeah, she could make mistakes. If she don't bring, she bring. If she do, I'm happy for us. At least we I think we're gonna be doing well in our choice.
Okay.
And,
Okay. I'm gonna
yeah.
put a all right, big bro. I'm gonna put a spin on this. How about these dates? This been happening like a pattern. You don't bring none of.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was concluding that, choosing well. If you choose somebody that consistently do that, you made a bad choice. It ain't nothing wrong with correcting it. But if you, like they say, you don't bring it the first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Ain't gonna happen the third time. It just ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna keep on doing it to me. We got enough of those. We black men. We sold for with that kind of thing, and I don't know that we lose as a result. With that being love of women, or I ain't knocking other brothers, but being love of women, that we lose out, not necessarily simping, but certainly, getting charged with being mindful and loving. I think,
All right, cool. All right, she stay asleep. I'm gonna tell you what I would do. So I might not like it. But
JT, you too much, man.
I'm gonna tell the truth. She stay asleep. You right, kid, bro?
Yeah, go ahead and answer that question, bro. I ain't, you know,
No.
yeah, I ain't really gonna answer that either.
You want to be the fifth?
I mean, I'm gonna speak from this perspective. Um, it when I was single, I looked at it like this. It depends on how I view you. And when I say that, I mean, what is my intentions with you? If we going on a date, then it's more of like I'm trying to get to know you, or you know, I may see something that's interesting in you, you know, outside of a physical thing. So I mean, I look at it like this: the first time we hang out, everything is on me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not opposed to a woman offering to pay, but just me being me, if I'm the one that bring up, yo, do you want to go out? If I'm offering, then I'm gonna pay for anything the first time. You ain't gotta bring nothing. Just bring yourself. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? That's just how I am. You know, if I offer to take a woman out, or if I offer her to come into my cipher, then I'ma have everything already there. You don't really have to bring nothing. That's just me, you know?
Okay. Um. Let's see. Loso.
I'm gonna be honest with you. There's women out there that don't like men to do anything for them because they like to be independent. You understand what I'm saying? I have dated women that, let's just say if I tell them, all right, I'm gonna take you out, everything is on me. They still put money out of their pocket because they feel that they have to contribute in some way, somehow. I mean, do I think it's wrong for a woman to pull out if you're the man and you're supposed to make sure that she's straight on the first few occasions? I don't see anything wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? If a woman wants to pull out because she decides to pull out and she wants to get you dessert, she wants to get you cookies, like they say on the chat, she wants to get a bottle, she wants to get whatever it is, it's her intentions. So I don't feel bad about that. My thing is this: if you want to make an impression in a woman and you got the cash, you should be able to pull out that cash and make sure that you do everything. So I do agree with Sleep TV. But there's women out there that just will not let a man pull out from their pocket. You know what I'm saying? They so independent that they feel that they can do it themselves for a man. And that's all I got to say about that.
Okay. But see, y'all be going around. It could be. It don't have to be the first time, second time, about fourth. I mean, you peeling. You know what I'm saying? Your pockets back and everything, and we trying to get slimmer and slimmer. And suddenly, your cabinets and your refrigerator stop getting empty here. And she coming here with nothing in her hand and everything.
JT, check this out. Look what Outland Sister Queen said on the chat. She said, I love treating the man. It makes me happy to see him happy and smiling. You see, you just got sisters out there that like to do things for their men.
Well, you know what I need. I need it.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Outland. What's up, sister?
Oh, you're all right. You know what? Where's your email address? Yeah. But Loso always give me damn trouble. Every time you Loso give me damn trouble. What way we thought one time? Crew. That's gonna give me trouble.
What's the word?
You heard me when I'm talking, right?
What up? Huh?
No, huh? You hear what I asked?
I didn't hear what you were saying. I was doing something. I was listening, but I wasn't.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat this. This is the last doggone question. Now you lucky I'm in Virginia because I would have come, but that's all right. The question is, I might say it differently to other brothers. So, I got y'all. You hear me now, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. The question is that you get the food. But the food, you get everything, and you pay for the food, right? You told that nice young lady to come over. The first time, all right, she didn't bring nothing. The second time, she didn't bring nothing. All right, the third time, she didn't bring nothing. But the fourth time, your pockets start getting real empty. Now you start pulling out lint. You put, I mean, you trying to diggy. I'm saying you might, yeah, I'm just saying you might do a little magic. Hey, little magic, pull a little 50 out your pocket, but you keep on pulling, but you will pull out the first time, the second time, the third time, and the fourth time. The fifth time, doggone it, gotta bring a little something. Now, what do you think about
that? Then you know how she is. If you're still in a relationship with her, or if you're still dealing with her, then she's not going to change. You know what I mean? And then it must be something that you really like about her for you to accept that the whole time. So now, if you're going from the barbecue perspective, like, hey, everybody bring like, hey, you bring the pop, or you bring the bread, or you know what I mean, like the sides or something, right? That's one thing. Now, if you're inviting a guest to like your own barbecue or whatever, yeah, you ask them to bring it, huh?
No guess. We ain't got no guess. Guess easy. See that's easy. See, you trying to ease
Okay.
your way. Not gonna let you
No,
ease your way.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Well, all right, okay, I got you. My fault. Now, how I'm gonna throw it at the, how about she's the funniest thing, man? I'm just saying, man, she been around you and she make you forget. One, two, three, four. Then five, and you know, like, hold up, you know, it's good.
I would.
You know, no, you said it's good, but don't go to my pockets is empty. Can you bring some? I understand, you know.
I would either stop asking her and get it your own, or I would stop inviting her. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I deal with life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. My mom's an actuary, and y'all can look it up. But like, actuaries, they do risk analysis and this and that. Like, so it's like that's gotten into my mind. Like, okay, if I help you with this, what's the chances of this and that? I'm working on my finances. I'm doing all of this and all of that together in the same way. But I'm not going to get left holding the bag, not by myself. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take it if it was my fault, but I'm not. I'm not going to just be holding the bag and somebody else said something else. So that's where the risk analysis is. Don't put yourself in that damn situation. Dan Loso got that money machine going.
All right, Eric, you see, you alone. I don't understand y'all. Hello, we're Aaron Collins. I know you heard me. Aaron Collins.
I'm here. I'm just trying to the top what brother just said. I'm trying to think of something.
Oh, hey, Aaron, it's reality.
Oh, okay, reality. Okay,
no. Ain't no doggo. No. Bring your thing, cause reality go trying to mess up Happy Home wherever you at. Now, let me ask you, are you singing?
Yeah, I'm singing.
Aaron Collins.
Yeah, I'm singing.
Okay. Now I can talk to you now because you talk to those so and see all you gonna have no money. You be like this. You're like, maybe I have $50. Oh, do I spend on 1, 2, 3?
Hey, JT, all the Becky's out here in the snow right now. They out here in the snow right now for another what? For another what? 3 hours? They all wearing their leggings and their UGG boots. and they ready to go.
Oh, they got their birthday suit on, big dog.
I mean, I thought they was all born with leggings and UGG boots. That's how they all dressed out here.
Yes. All right, the real Aaron Collins. Answer the. You better answer it because we single, so you better answer that. That's best. Go answer it, please.
So okay, you're still asking about whether she should, a sister should do something for him. I mean, I'm not making it a requirement, but if the sister is just adamant, if she really wants to do something for me, I don't see nothing wrong with accepting it. I mean, I would accept it. I would feel honored. I mean,
Facts.
and me coming from a traditional background, I do believe in chivalry. I really do believe in that. But if the sister really wants to do something for me, I will be honored. I wouldn't make her feel like she has to. But if she insists on doing something for me, well, I mean, why not accept it? And that's not being misogynistic or sexist either. If you have a sister like that's willing, who's that down for you, who rides with you like that, I will say, don't take nothing like that for granted. Be very appreciative because that's what you would call a real queen.
Okay.
Hey, Aaron.
I hope that answers the question.
I want to say what Anise saying because I want her to answer the question. She said, "It's okay, brother." She said, "It's okay." Truth in Miami is there. It's the truth. Sisters need to surprise their man at times with roses on the bed when he comes home or put it in his car. Now I want to ask you a question. Claude. Wow. I'm gonna ask you a question. How about that brother do not have a car?
Right, because I sure don't got no car. I don't have no car.
Well, I don't have a car, really. To be honest with you, I don't have a car. Not like I want to, but I don't have a car right now.
Right, I'm saying that's what I'm asking. How about that brother don't wash a car? So if a brother gotta have a car to get roses,
yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it's not that I don't want a car. I do want a car, but I'm not in the position.
All right. But how about he don't have a bike? Hold on. Look what she said. Hold on. She said, put him on his bike.
Hey, what if he like me? What if he's like me and doesn't need a car because he lives right next to his job, where he's the transportation supervisor, and he can get to anywhere he wants to anyway, if he needs to. But you know what I mean? Like, what happens if you actually don't need a car? You don't want a car. Anytime you need to go somewhere, you get a rental.
Bro, you go from A to W. Think A and B. How about you don't have no transportation? You just got money to get on the bus. So what you would say about that, Denise?
If you're with that woman needs to support you, period. You know what I mean? Otherwise, she don't need to be with you.
I like that. So she answered your question, sir. Yeah, I know that's what that she said, seriously, it doesn't have to be in the car. Just give it to him in his hand when he comes home. You know what? I was going to say something, but I was going to keep PG tonight. I'm not going. But I'm going to keep PG tonight. I was going, and at least I think you would like it, but I'm going. Yeah, you got the money. I'm not going to. I don't go in.
Look, I got the money to get the rental anytime I want to. Anytime But guess what? I don't have a car payment, and that's why I have the money for the rental, because I don't need a damn rental. Uber works for me. Everything works for me. I live right downtown. I live right next to my job. I live right where everything's going on.
Can I say something real quick? Can I say something real quick?
Just get this out. Let me get this out. Crew, you gotta understand. You talking about you, but not every brother ain't gonna handle rental. He probably just started. You got come on, Crew.
All right, no. Here's what I'm saying though. I'll put everybody on. I brought cats from Chicago all the way up to North Dakota and put them on. You know what I mean? Like, here's what you do. You move out here. If you ain't got nothing, you live in Minnesota then. You're homeless in I'll tell you the game. Like, I'll tell you the whole entire game.
Because ain't high no brothers out there. I'm surprised you still out there. So
come on.
Is that where you at, CRU, Chicago? I'm from the South Side originally.
I'm from the South suburbs. I live in Fargo, North Dakota right now.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
From Calumet City or Harvey or Dalton, maybe?
Route 30 and Western Avenue.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, then let me get... And brothers, when you...
R. Kelly neighborhood.
Oh, well, brother, when you don't have... If you do not have a ride either, it doesn't mean you could do nicer because she probably have a car and you know... The dog is going...
JT, can I say something?
Oh, man, why are you wait?
I want to say this. Look, let's look at the sister's perspective. You know what I'm saying? There's women out there that will take a man with nothing and flourish him with everything. And when the brother comes up and he wants to flourish her, she still will tell you, put your money in your pocket. I don't need that. All I want is you. But I understand your perspectives too, JT. I understand your perspective because a lot of women ain't with that. If you ain't got a car to get to them, if you ain't got the financial status to get to them and to be able to help them out.
Even you got a bike, they still ain't give you no play. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is a good panel and stuff like this. I'm gonna tell you see for me, the darkness. I don't know. I know everything, you know, but doctor's gonna give you a little game, you know. But I'm gonna make it nice easy, you know, because sometimes you got to shut your mouth. Sometimes you gotta let everything flow within your mind. You gotta let it release through manifest. But I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you true game, bro. If she's a real woman, like Denise Outlaw and others, you don't have no money. Listen, you got $20, right? Mm-hmm. You got $20. Listen, brother. I'm giving you something, man. Even sisters too. I'm giving you something, man. Go to Walmart. I'm giving you game now. I don't tell everybody this, but I'm gonna give you game. You get it like a nice bag, right? Nice bag, like 99 cents, maybe $1 something. You know, if you want to kick it like $2, you can kick it $2, right? You find out what her favorite candy is, right? You get a bag, right? You make sure, you know, you could take it, you know, I mean, you could fix it up wherever you want. When you finish it, well, it don't make a difference. And you get a nice teddy. You find out what kind of teddy bear she like. Not the exact one she went, but a teddy bear, right? Then after that, you know, you buy little roses. Maybe you'll probably already have roses, something like that. Or you know, she might be a little thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, yo. Buy a little Pepsi, right? Wipe it off and everything. After you get it, you sit in you know, sometimes you can leave it in the bag. I'm talking about the candy now. You can put it in the bag and fix it up all nice. You put the teddy bear, you know, brother. When you buy a stuffed animal, you're going to take the tag off when it had the price on it, all right? She don't need to know how much you get and everything. Take the tag off. You take the tag off, make sure everything all right, and you don't tell her nothing. I say, hey, baby, how you doing? Yeah, what's up, niece? I'm gonna use her niece. Hey, niece, how you doing? Hey, baby, how you doing? You know, so I see you got them in your bed. You know how my back be hurting and everything. And then you switch the other head and say, Papa. Oh, girl, you got it. Oh, man, I forgot. Make sure you get a card and put your little saying on.
See, JT, you old school. These new cats don't know about nothing like that, dog. This the old school, dog. If you leave a tag on a present I gave you, that means I'm showing out.
Amen.
Like I want you to know how much I spent on it. No, I might have bought it.
That's what I told him, take the tag out. When it was the price, make sure you take that tag price out. Take it out, and then you give it to her. She said, oh, and I'm talking about a real woman. Like a
exactly. I don't know, JT, you ever watch them shows that come on like Discovery Channel, like Alaska, and then people living way up north, like, and they on the frontier and whatnot? With Christmas, Thanksgiving, shit like that come around, these people actually make things for the other people that they can actually use. Like, oh, here, I made you a table. Oh, here, I caught you 3 deers. Now you can eat for the whole winter. Like, those are Christmas presents. Not no bullshit PlayStation and...
I'm with you. And then at the same time, she told me a love letter too. That's true. And then, you know what? Let me explain the brother. Doctors didn't even bang him. You know what I'm saying? And then, if she's a good woman, she said, I want a Philly steak. I want a burger. Right? You probably hook it up in the bag, tie it up in a plastic bag. She probably say like, yo, I don't know what's going on here and this and that. And then you take her to the burger spot or maybe somewhere else. Oh, you have to feel, here you go. That's me? Oh, I mean, make sure you take the bag
JT, y'all talking about some life lessons right now.
I'm trying to help the brothers out. Man. I'm talking about good women. I told them don't shy Steve, don't preach. Don't, you cannot give them, you can't give them hood rats. Now you're not talking about the hood rats.
No, you can't give a hood rat nothing.
Hood rat will destroy everything you got. Listen, before I continue, when you get them a hood rat, A, see one doggone Z, you cannot give a hood rat. And
hood rat will light you up.
Hey, let me tell you.
Not talking about them, I'm talking about the attitude. But after you did it, then when she come out the bathroom, you put that doggone thing right where she sit at. She said, oh.
Hey, but JT, check this out. Hold on. Hey, Mr. Collins, let me say something for a minute. It's true what Nash said. It's also about presentation as well. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, if you don't have good, nowadays.
Presentation, and you gotta add a little gimme game. So you know when she come up there, I said, you know what I'm saying? He said, what is that? You go on her side. Then you know you hug up on her, you know, you be thinking about us. Hey, but you know, brother man, you know, I want to give you more, but you know, then she probably said, I got you, we can make it all. I said, well, you know, and oh my God, you thought about
JT, you took me out doing these voices, man.
Hey, JT.
Women loves detail, man. I'm giving you game, man. We not learning, man. My mother, women loves detail. When you listen with, and I'm not saying this everything with a woman likes and everything. You gotta listen the most important thing. When you get the most important things, she said, oh my God. And then she's all like, oh, let me call my girlfriend. Oh, you gonna get on the phone? It's gonna be quick, baby. Oh, girl, he got me. Oh, you was wrong about it. That's right. You wrong. You Jezebel.
Hey, but JT.
I'm digging that CRU. I'm digging that.
Hey, this what I was trying to tell you. This what I wanted to give y'all, right? My coworker made me this hat. You know what I
Okay.
mean? My coworker gave me this hat.
How much she charged for them? I might want one.
She gave it to me. She look when she be down there, you know what I mean, waiting on calls. All she do is knit.
What you gotta
And it's a
do with
white
that?
girl.
Ooh, hey, JT, read the
Yo,
chat
wow.
for a minute. JT, read the chat for a minute.
Uh-oh. The chat jumping off.
Uh-oh.
What I gotta read? What part?
Okay, I'm gonna read it for you. She
Yeah, do
says,
that.
no, you don't have to do that extra shit just to get to them panties. See, so all that extra stuff is for you to get to the panties, is what she's saying. Just do the small things. That's what's important.
I
Oh,
understand.
man.
That's a small thing, though.
Man.
And that's fast though.
Y'all a whole fool tonight.
So you talking about if I'm going to Burger King, right, and I get you the Whopper deal, right? I'm in.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me for a minute, y'all. Excuse me. I want to say this important thing. My brother Dwayne is still at the hospital, man. Everybody send prayers to my brother Dwayne. He just came in the chat right now. You know, his fiance.
All right, Dwayne.
Shout out to Wayne. Shout out to Wayne. Man,
got prayers
the
for you,
blessings
brother.
on you.
Okay.
Prayers for you, Dwayne. Get well soon, brother.
Oh, yo, you hope you get better, brother. So let me ask you a question, Annie. Do sister have to do something extra? Do a little more. Sister have to get that little extra to get to those. You know what
Make sure you wash the drawers. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, Aaron, you know what?
Oh man, I had to go there.
Y'all fault. Y'all started. Y'all got me into this.
I'm
So you gonna
sorry.
kick me out of this. So I'm saying that these do the woman have to do extra, you know, to get the hang out.
JT, you too much, you know that.
Hey, JT. Don't go over there to that side, man. You're gonna be on O'Shea channel next. Talking about Obsidian channel. Talking about I missed my prom date in high school and shit. And I'm still thinking about it.
The old Joseph like this. I'm asking a question. Do that man. I'm saying do the woman have to do a little extra? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
I got the perfect explanation for you, right?
No,
I'm out here.
No. I don't want you to answer that. I want her to answer. Because you're gonna answer that, that's gonna cause confusion, and then you're gonna say you wrong, and then no, I don't want you to
I'm gonna tell you from my personal experience, like just now. I met the only other black person, I think, the only other black American in North Dakota. And I met her, and she lives 200 miles away from me.
Man, North Dakota, man. I don't know too many brothers out there to begin with.
No, hey, Aaron, we are 1.6% of the population.
Oh, I know North Dakota. That's what
in the state,
right?
Yeah, and the whole state has one area code. So how about that?
You in Fargo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just skipping the jump from Moorhead. Like I can see Moorhead out my window.
Man.
All right, so then my intro, you hearing this conversation, what you think about it? Because we don't want to leave you out.
Nehemiah said, don't put him in it. He went to sleep.
Nah, I'm hanging, y'all. I'm in here trying to give me a late night snack. Y'all, you know how it is, man. Like them sisters, man, they keep you you on your toes, man. That's got to be the best conversation we can ever have is, talking about, that them women, Jack. That's the way I quantify it. Sisters is different.
All right, Bob. Hold that thought in my big brother. I'm asking you and niece. Do a man have to do as extra. I mean, do you have to do extra with that man, get that man attention?
Not at all, man. Not at all. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying it needs like late night. You know from 10 o'clock on, you know what that means, right?
Yeah, it gets, again,
I'm keeping it PG. I'm not even gonna say that.
No, you're right. You're in the right zone, man. It's grown folk, grown men at that, So, ain't no sugarcoating. It ain't no, it's a challenge that everybody got, especially when you get where we at, they've been there and like, damn, still ain't got a whole lot of answers, but we definitely gonna not keep making the same mistake, as you say. So we can impart some understanding on how this thing kind of go. Not that we got no answers here, cause like, little bro tell you, like little bro sheep always saying, man, be trying to sign me with that information, man. If you ain't got it, you can't really bring it. So the only thing we could talk about is, like you say, been there, done that, felt this, did that. And man, I'm like, I don't want you to go through what I go through if you, otherwise I'm peaceful, and I'm peaceful right now because, you understand, like you said, I'm going through this thing and I ain't trying to bring too many wooden nickels home, that kind of thing, been there, done that, But no, y'all keep on going, man. Like I said, I got something on the stove, but I ain't going nowhere.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. Has a woman ever told y'all, I can't mess with you because you trying too hard?
I've been told by a woman that I'm too good. She wanted a bad boy, and she got what she wanted. And man, I tell you what,
that's nice. Spill it out. Let me
she got what she wanted.
Right here. Yo, what's up?
She got what she wanted, and he did it so dirty. She was trying to come back to me. I'm like, I didn't want it then. Now you gonna sit up there and break up with me? And talking about something, you want a bad boy? You don't. I'm too good. So okay, so I let you get what you wanted. Yeah. I shouldn't have never left you, Aaron. Yeah, you shouldn't have never left me, but you did. So go back to your bad boy.
Hey, Aaron, I agree with you. Cause no, that's how it goes. That's exactly how it goes.
But see, there's a difference of the sound. See, if it's like this, that's.
I mean, a lot of these women, they want these guys that are real slick talking, can't even have a proper command of the English language. Tell them, hey, baby, what your name is? And they fall head over heels over that.
No, they do like this. Yo, word, yo, I got that smoke, baby. Word,
Hold on, Aaron. Hold on, Aaron. I would say there are good women out there, right? It depends on what.
A lot of good women out there. We got a lot of good women.
Yeah, it depends on where you're at. So there's this one YouTuber,
of course,
and she say every nigga is swirly. Like every nigga is swirling. No, that's because you lived in a place where it was only 1% of niggas. You know what I mean? One nigga for every 100 white women. That's the only reason you say every nigga is swirling, because what else are you supposed to do? A man has to get his shit off. Period. You know what I mean? So, like, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's like I said, even out here, I found me a shorty that was my age, from Detroit, black American woman. She just happened to live 200 miles away. You know what I mean? But I'll see her when I'm driving that way, and she'll drive out this way just to come see me. And we'll do everything, and it's like, no, it's not a relationship or nothing like that. Like, I'm not your girlfriend, you're not my boyfriend type shit like that. You know what I mean? But we did what we needed to do, and we're cool with it. All of us got dreads. You know what I mean? Like, and she bad. She bad.
That's real talk. That's real talk right there, bro.
But you can find them.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I want a black woman. At the end of the day, I want to be with a black woman. That's what I want. I love black women. I want a black woman.
Yeah, I'm not going. I will chase them down. I will sacrifice. Like I'll push all of them away as long as I can. But sometimes you got to just get one off, and all right, you look good. And like the only way I would get a one of them chicks, you know what I mean, the out the dominant society, is if me being with her is, or me walking down the street with her, or me smashing her is going to piss one of these people in the dominant society off. Like, piss him off really bad. Like, God damn, he got one of our best. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not playing with them. Like, I don't want them. I kick them off out there. But come on, man, y'all can't tell me it don't be fine white girls somewhere. You have never seen a fine ass white girl.
Hey, look.
And I'm not advocating for it. I am not advocating for it at all. I say avoid them at all costs.
Look. I love my black one. My brother Cap P to the Y to 2. What's going on, family? Cap.
Yeah, brother. I'm doing something, brothers. How y'all doing, family? Panel, chat room.
Everybody good, big dog. Everybody good.
Man.
Hey, Cap, salute, man. Thank you for your service
What's up,
again.
Cap? My brother Cap PY2, what's going on, brother?
Salute to y'all, brother. Salute to y'all.
Salute.
Yeah. All right, my brother. Shalom, Sheik. Yeah, go ahead and continue our conversation, man. Go ahead. I got to catch up because I've been doing something.
Okay.
Hey, Cap. I got one question for you, right? Remember the other day I asked you about the machete? Why somebody called me at the same time I didn't hear your answer? So, I don't know if you can email me with it or something. But I missed the answer to it because somebody called me because I was at work.
Who are you talking to, brother? Me or JT?
I'm talking to Captain. Captain.
And what was that question about?
Yes,
like, sir. What was that question?
What's the best machete to get? Like, should I get one from Walmart? Or should I order one online? Or, like, what's the best one? And, like, what are the features that should be used? You know what I mean? That, like,
well, they got different type of machete. There's different. Today I was walking around Academy. They got machetes that have serrated edges where you can, like, saw it down and then you flip it over and then you can use the straight blade to chop. You know, but you want the good, solid, heavy-duty metal with solid wood that'll last you. But you gotta get you a whetstone and learn how to keep it sharp after you use it. Just like your knife, your blades. It don't matter what kind of knife you have. You just gotta keep that edge on that knife. So yeah, the best thing I can say is just go maybe like and just type in heavy-duty machete, you know, and then if you don't want the one with the saw to it, just get the foldable chair and foldable saw, and just get a. It all depends on what you think you want. That's all I can say, brother.
Okay, hey, cause I was in Walmart and I saw one. It has the saw on the back end, the top of it, like where the blade, like if you would stab somebody, whatever, like the Romans, that's like, it's like blunt, it's like a shovel, so you can dig with it. But the blade, they say, is sharp. I just, you know what I mean? I wanted your input on, like, do I get one from there, or, you know what I mean? Like, if it all goes down, like, what you know what I mean? What do I get? Because I want something that's gonna last.
Just go. Well, just go to Amazon, man, and type in the description as best as you can and see what it comes up with, and see. And all I can say, you got to put it to the test to find out if you like it or not. That's all I can say. Everything. Okay. Everybody got their different likes of certain tools. I can't say for certain.
Okay. No, I was just asking you, man. I appreciate your input, man, because you're the one that, like they said, they go to the white folks, they send them off, and then they come back to us to see it's actually how to do it. So I appreciate you, Cappy. Y'all go ahead. I'm sorry. Hey, JT, I didn't mean to take over the show.
Actually, CRU, I think the show literally took on a mind of its own.
But I ain't finished. Don't answer my doggone question. Now, I'm gonna go more on this though. Now, after you get done with brothers, after you do all that, right? She goes like, oh, it's so late. Thank you. You know, where is you doing? You know, she have her own place, and then you have your own place. You know, you don't offer to go back. But you don't say no, like, you know, baby, you had a long day. You know, you sure? I said, I don't want to mess everything up. What do you mean you mess everything up? I said, yeah, I know you work long hours, you know. I'm trying to, you know, maybe I'll come tomorrow. I said, you make her. You don't make her, you don't say a word. Because see, sometimes us as men, we talk so God. We talk too much. Gotta stop doing that. And then she go and say, hey, you know, if you want to, you can come back to your house and get some clothes. You could come back with me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel like being alone tonight. And I said, yeah. I don't know. I don't want. It's okay. You don't like being around me? I said, yeah, but you know, I don't want to like push myself on you. I want to respect you as a lady. I know you respect me as a lady. Then after that, you keep your mouth shut. You had general conversation. You pick up your clothes, act like you've been done this before. And you get in your car, you go there, and then you don't talk. You don't bring up your general conversation. You just had a good time tonight. She said, you bought all this nice stuff for me. And then after that, you know, and then you go and say, you go take a shower, you take a shower. And then she said, you make a subject, you make a subject, general conversation.
JT, these people ain't right. They ain't ready for this. You talking over their head. Like, I'm talking about like the youngsters, like the super youngsters.
I gotta get them game, but to see, they have to go back and listen to this. And then after that, you don't say the general conversation. Then you gotta, again, you gotta act like you've been there before. Make sure that your attention is on her. That's a good woman. Then you go there and you just, oh yeah, you smell real good. You don't go jump on her like a dog or a lion. You just, oh yeah, how you doing? What's the matter? You scared of me? So no, trying to be a man, you know. I don't want to like, not pushing nothing. And then you know she comes like Cassie, you scared of me, aren't you? Yeah, I'm scared of you. So I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Hey JT, you scared of me, and I'm scared of you. I'm scared of Aaron. I'm scared of Truth in Miami, Loso. I'm scared of Nehemiah. I'm scared of Gab. I'm scared of all of y'all. You know why? Because y'all black men, and I'm a black man, and we should be scared of every one of us because what does it say in the book? Fear God. That's all I'm saying. I respect y'all, and I'm saying the fear is the respect. The fear is the respect. I respect all of y'all. You know what I mean? That's the respect. I fear you. The fear and respect is the same word, in my opinion. Because in order to respect somebody, you fear that if you say the wrong shit, he gonna slap the shit out you. You feel me? Like, oh, I might be able to beat you. I can beat you. So what? I don't want those problems. You feel me? That's the respect. That's the fear. I know if I say something stupid, he's gonna slap the shit out of me, and there's gonna be some shit that's gonna cost me a lot of money, or it's gonna cost me maybe my job or my dignity or some shit like that, because I gotta go against that shit. It's you know what I mean? That's fear and respect. You know what I mean? I'll turn my camera on and say it, so everybody know I'm saying it. That's fear and respect. It's the same fucking thing. And I don't mean to be cussing on your channel, JT, but it's the same thing. Fear and respect is the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. If just like we were talking about it earlier on, I forgot whose channel, but like right before this, no, it was early in the day. Like respecting YouTube, this, that, just that. I think it was on, even on this video. We were saying like, how do you deal with people that get off code? You send them the emails in the back and this, that, this, that. Hey, bro, chill out, chill out. What are you doing? Like, I want to understand what you're saying because I don't agree with this shit. But at the end of the day, JT, I'm not finna pull up on you. You all the way across the country from me. Real Eric Collins, I don't know where you're at, but I'm not finna pull up on you. You know what I mean? This internet talking. You know what I mean? We can talk on the internet. We can talk this, that, this, that. That's why I'm trying to go meet some people. I'm finna go see Brother Rob next week, right after Thanksgiving. But you know what I mean? Like,
I'm with you on that, CRU. I understand your concept. I totally get what you're saying because, yeah, I feel the same way because there's some people I want to meet in person. I mean, I believe online and in reality, you should be the same. I mean, because some people put on these airs
yeah,
of toughness when they get on YouTube, but when you meet them in person, they're a completely different person. And I don't like that. That to me, that's fake. That's false right there. When you see me, the way you see me right now on YouTube is the way you would see me in person. I mean, I'm a compassionate person. I'm a down to earth guy. I like to meet people. I really there have been a few YouTubers I have met in person, and I would like to see some more of y'all in person. I really do. I mean, being
yeah.
from Chicago, I would love to catch up with you and Rob. And I mean, I live
Hey,
in
you
LA
in
now.
Chicago?
I'm from Chicago. I live in LA now, but I was born and raised in Chicago.
Oh man, I'm Olympia Fields. I'll tell you that all day.
Oh yeah, I know about
I
Olympia
told you
Field. Yeah,
Route 30 in Western. I'm
yeah,
Olympia
yeah.
Fields. My boy right here, he was on Country Club, on
Oh,
Country
Country Club
Club
Hills.
Drive.
I know about Country
Country
Club.
Club
Yeah,
Drive. That's Tiger Woods played out in our neighborhood, man. Come on, like
yeah.
R.
I'm
Kelly
from the
lives
South
down the
Side.
street.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
from the South Side.
I
I'm from the real South Side, of Inglewood to be exact.
okay. Yeah, my mom from Evanston, my stepmama from like, yeah, the real South Side, 42nd Street.
Hmm.
Way back in the day when her dad owned a restaurant out there. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like out Chicago as they come. You know what I mean? Yeah, I grew up. You know what I mean? I was born in Chicago. I moved to the burbs when I was like 5, so I grew up boule. I'm boule as hell. You know what I mean? I'm boule so much I am actually in Jack and Jill right now as we speak.
Right.
All right,
So
brothers,
now,
brothers,
now
brothers.
for everybody to know, you know what I mean? Just like Gab dropped his video, uh, uh, you know what I mean? Just so y'all know where I stand. You know what I mean? Man, I am boule. I actually grew up boule, but I'm actually black first. And I think the only way that we can be black first is to start with the individuals, us that are black first, and unite against the white supremacist system. Once we destroy the white supremacy system, white supremacy kept us away from the so-called dominant whites. All right. Now, if we get the white supremacist system out the way and, you know what I mean, everybody is equal, then we can actually go against the plutocrats, the Plutarchs or whatever, the people that actually own everything, the oligarchs, them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Because they came up with this whole racism shit just to divide us. I don't think the average white person actually hates black people, except for the programming that we get from TV.
Oh yeah, I'm smart enough to realize that not every individual white person on the planet is a racist. I get that. I totally understand that.
Yeah, they get the benefits from it. They probably
Yep.
talk some Fox News or CNN talking points, but they're not like me and you. Fucking Chris way out there on the farm, and they will have us over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would have us over. They would chill with us. What the fuck? This phone
Can I,
acting slow.
my brothers, can I say something?
No, somebody.
I would like to say, you see,
Some.
my father is black and my mom is Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? So I'm Puerto Rican, Cuban, black, but I also have Italian and Jamaican in my family. If you go to one of my channels, you will see me actually with my Jamaican family because all my Jamaican family do music. They are artists, guitarists. My producer was Bob Marley's best friend. You know what I'm saying? So I come from an era also that a lot of racism was used. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of racism was brought up to my attention. I was beat up by the police a lot. I went through a lot of police brutality. I see police kill two of my uncles in front of me, the whole 9 yards. But one thing I've come to find out, the more racist people prove to be, the more they prove to me that they're going to remain the same and they're going to have the same characteristics and they're going to have the same chemistry. So if you can build away from that level and away from that chemistry, it makes you a 10 times better person. Yes, you have to stand up for yourself. You have to fight for yourself and you have to fight for your peoples because, hey, it's hard on us being Latins and blacks in a state of mind where it's only allowed if you're white, you're right. But if you're brown and black, then you're wrong. You're gutted to the dirt. But one thing I can also say, you know what I'm saying? I done seen white people, you know what I'm saying, help a lot of people as well. One of my bosses, when I didn't have nothing, I mean, I was straight to the ground, to the gutter, and my boss was a Jew. And he helped me. He gave me a job and he supported me 100%. On top of that, like 6 months in the company, I was able to run all 3 districts in a warehouse. You understand? So even though we understand that there's a lot of racism within the world today, there's actually good people out there that are willing to help you no matter what's your race and what's your color. That's all I wanted to say.
Hey, and let me back you up on that. JT, can I back him up? I know you don't want to have no 8-hour hangout, but can I back him up on that? Do you see the three or four white women that went into the mall with the hoodies on because they heard the 3 or 4 black dudes got kicked out that same mall in Tennessee for wearing hoodies? So the white women went and walked through the mall, taking pictures and everything, wearing hoodies, and saying, look, they're not bothering us. The only time they bothered the white women was when they put their hoods up over their heads. You know what I mean? The black dudes that got arrested, they never even put the hoodies on their heads.
Exactly.
So it's like, so now, would you say, are those racist white women? Or are there actually white people that are actually like trying to get rid of white supremacy and make this shit equal?
Hold on. Cap, if you still there? You still on the panel, brother?
No, go ahead, talk, brother. I just want to feel what they feeling, so that way I can, say my piece.
Okay, because I can't stay that long. I can't give me that long. I'm really tired.
Well, I'm finna be done. I'm done. All I'm saying is, like, 50 had cussed me out because I said all white people aren't racist. Then I said, what percentage of black people do you think subscribe to white supremacy? And she said about 90%. And I'm like, okay, well, if it's 90% of black people that subscribe to white supremacy, and then you say all white people subscribe to white supremacy, well, then white supremacy is a system set up by the Plutarchs, the plutocrats. Because all of us are falling for it. White people think they're better because they were trained that they were better. That's what the system came down with. We think we're worse because that's what the system came down with. And they're teaching us in the same schools, telling us the same bullshit. Now, once we know we're all probably equal, or, you know, we built the pyramids, we've been here forever. So, but let's just say for for sake, we're all equal, right? Let's just say we're all equal because white folks know how to plan and scheme and do this for war. I think that is a valuable asset. You know what I mean? But they don't need to run themselves. We need to control that asset. It's just like a gun. You don't let everybody hold your gun. You hold your own gun because the next nigga might shoot and you told him don't shoot. Or, you know what I mean? The next nigga might be reckless. So you do what you do with your own gun. But the white folks is like the gun, in my opinion. But that's all, you know what I mean? That's what I got to say about that. I don't mean to take over your panel, JT. And I got to dip real quick because I got to get to another one.
Okay.
But I do appreciate you having me over here, man. JT, man, you the first one I ever, you know what I mean? You, J-Dog, She Stay Sleep, y'all the first ones I ever been panels on. Man, much love to y'all.
Much respect to CRU reality. You gotta definitely chop it up, brother.
For real,
hey,
we got
Aaron, my email is the same as my name. You know the dots don't mean nothing on Google. You know what I mean? So you can put just CRU reality in Gmail. I'm right there. Click on my name. Everything's right there, dog. I got you. I want to link up with you, though. I want to have some discussion.
No problem, brother. God bless you.
Cat, you watch you.
Oh, and shameless channel plug. I'm going on live tomorrow morning, and I'm just going to play some music, and we can talk about whatever. I'm sorry. It's a shameless plug, JT. It's a shameless plug. I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone, though. Hey, JT, what's for dinner on Sunday?
Well, I ain't going to tell you. Come.
Oh, shit.
He said, just don't be late.
I'm finna cook this apple pie, though.
That's good. But I ain't going to I still ain't going to tell you why I do Sunday. No, not.
I might put 2 Twinkies on it and some Hershey syrup and all that. I'm gonna cook some pregnant woman food.
Hey CRU, before you go,
yeah,
there's a couple of videos that you done that I would like to chop it up with you one day. I know you done videos of Kanye and everything, and you was talking about how his mom, you know what I'm saying, she was very well known in Chicago. I would like to know more about that, man, whenever you get a chance, for real.
Oh, my stepmom, she used to teach at Chicago State with Kanye's mom.
Oh, okay, got you.
She didn't like Kanye way back then.
CSU
I'm
in the
telling
house.
you. Yeah, hey, hit me up on my email. I told you my email, CRU.reality. Gmail.
I got you.
All right.
95th and King Drive.
All right.
Yup. No, 95th and King. I used to live on 93rd and Vernon. Yeah, stop playing with me.
I'm tired.
Uh-oh.
JT about to go cook him.
I'm tired. I'm ready to get some sleep with you.
All right. I got one more question for you, JT.
No.
I got one more question. One. That last one. I'm done. Do you know how to cook a deer? Like if I can get you some deer meat, cause
I ain't trying to hear no deer.
Okay, cause I can get you some deer meat.
No, I don't want no deer. No.
All right. Well, I was just asking.
All right. Okay.
All right. Hey, I love all of y'all.
Oh, I forgot. The three links that I see put in the chat. That's my She May Sleep live, and And my brother's live. Loso, tell him your channel, please.
Where I did the video at, hold on, because sometimes I do get confused with my channels. Please give me 1 minute. The name of my other channel is, hold on, give me a second. The truth is the truth.
The last live you did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The truth and Miami. The truth and Miami is near Peace Rider.
It's in the chat. Okay.
No, the truth and Miami is near Peace Rider.
Okay, so I see her pull all those up. She stay sleep one up, his up, and mine's up. I want you to go check it out. Put a comment on those, especially she sleep like that. Put a comment on those 3, all right? It's in the chat. So wherever I end this, on your YouTube, wherever it is they processing, y'all go through the chat. Y'all find it. It's in the chat. All right? Now, Cap PY2. You can say whatever you want in your last remarks.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold you up, brother. My strategy in life now, in this country, we call it the United States of America, my strategy is to see all white folks as an enemy until as each individual prove me otherwise. That's how I stay safe. I don't walk around and say not all of them are bad. Now, they got to prove to me that they're not bad. You know what I'm saying? So those who walk around think like now all white people are bad, okay. One day you're gonna come across one thing thinking that they're not bad, but they're gonna fuck your life up. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Got you. I'm telling about your channel.
My channel? Shit.
Yes.
Trying to work my way into getting certain equipment to where I can put it. Instead of doing live stream, I'm gonna start just doing regular videos, just post videos. So that people, that way people can go back and look at it, whatever they got to. So the first thing I'm gonna work on is how to tie knots, and then I move on how to start fires, and if it's wet, if it's dry, or you don't have any matches, or stuff like that. So yeah, that's my thing, man. But I want the family to be safe out here, and I call it the incest supremacy world, or inbred supremacy. I don't use that white supremacy shit no more. I call it inbred. They want to insult us by calling us the N-word. I say, okay, well, you the I-word, you're inbred. So it goes both ways. Yeah, so yeah, salute to you, JT, to the panel, to the brothers, and to the chat room.
All right.
That was kind of, I've been listening, but I've just been taking care of stuff while I've been listening.
Right on, Cap.
All right, for sure.
I wanted to go on and add to that I do know that not every last individual are racist, but guess what? I'm not gonna go look for them. I'm not gonna go look for the one that's not racist. I mean, if just come on out. That's like me and another brother were talking. Me and another brother named Clarence Ray. Check him out. We were talking about how if you walk through a pack of rabid wolves, looking for the one that's not gonna bite you, that's gentle, you're gonna just be bit all up by the time you get to the one that is gentle. So that's the way I see that whole situation with them. I'm not gonna go looking for them. If you say what you are and you ain't what you ain't, then come on and we can kick it. But I'm not gonna come looking for you.
Exactly.
Okay, last remarks and your channel. Aaron Collins.
Oh yeah. So my channel's The Real Aaron Collins. I guess it's a shameless plug. I just recently made the 1,000 mark, and I want to appreciate and thank everyone for it. I'm gonna do a celebratory live stream.
I think I'm 8. I think I'm 9 away. I think for mine.
All right, yeah, come on, man. It feels good too, and I thank God for it. But yeah, I talk about different things. Do promote Black empowerment, but I also talk about other things as well, such as films and stuff. And basically, I just try to just use YouTube to have fun with, and just try to be an encouraging voice to people and get on out there. And I'm glad we had this conversation. You know, this is something that we need to show more of, brothers just getting together, just having fun and embracing each other. Everyone thinks that when we get together that it's going to be all a bunch of testosterone flying all over the place and people getting mad and stepping on each other's toes and stuff. That's not what it's all about. This right here is shown and proven that black men can come together and enjoy each other on a social level.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up right there for real. That's what's up.
Hey, JT, I got one quick question, brother. Hey, is it possible to do a panel through an iPad?
I don't know. I think there's a certain way to do it, but I don't know. But I think there is a way. I believe it's a way.
Well, my G's, I'm finna call it a night myself. JT.
No, hold that thought because matter of fact, your last remarks in your channel and you can go. Understand?
You talking to me, JT?
Yep.
Y'all can go ahead and check me out in The Truth is Near Peace, and also The Truth at Miami, it's Near Peace Rider. I talk about everything myself. I talk about the government. I talk about the elites, Illuminati, religion. I talk about just about anything you can think of. Relationship, domestic violence, how brothers and sisters can come together. Just about everything. Y'all come out and show me love, and I will definitely come out and show y'all love. And please, y'all make sure y'all get that 1K for my brother JT. He deserves it, man. My brother is awesome, and he's always out there supporting the team and always making sure that he brings brothers and sisters together to build a family. So thank you, JT. Thank you, panel. Thank you, chat. Good night, y'all. I love y'all.
All right, and again, his live is in the chat. Check it out. D, check it out. She stay sleep. Same thing. D, check it out. Even mine. Stop. Now, CRU, last remarks, and tell them about your channel, please.
Well, you know, my channel is all about swirling. You know, I think all black women, all black women should get with white men for security. And if y'all believe me on that shit, then
boy, you wild. For real.
You something else. You something else, bro.
No, I'm just waiting for somebody to go make a video on me like they did on that other girl. No, my whole channel is about fucking changing the minds to change the culture, right? White supremacy is a symptom of the not patriarchy. It's the plutocracy. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of rich people that own everything, and they would rather put white people against black people and create racism just so that we do not unite against them. All right, white people be doing some fucked up shit. Black people do some fucked up shit. And guess what? We all go to the same damn schools. We all learn the same damn bullshit that came down from the Plutarch. Now they're teaching them that black people got to America because they were indentured servants. Slavery didn't exist. But nobody is telling them that black people were here even before the fucking fake ass Indians were here. So anyway, my channel is about changing the mind to change the culture. So that's the best I can do. I can change the mind, try to change the minds. I do put in work. I brought people from Chicago. I put them on jobs up here. I got my daughter living somewhere and she speaks several languages. I am actually doing work. I do this shit. I wish everybody else would. If we can put some money into you know what I mean? Like I was saying earlier, if all of our followers can put in $5 and we put it in a fund, we can do a lot of work. But do people want YouTube subscribers and this and that, or do we want to actually do the work that we're talking about on our channel? So, but that's all I gotta say, and I appreciate you, JT. Shout out to the panel, Aaron, Truth, the Truth.
Yo, for sure,
Nehemiah.
man. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you. All right. Have a good night.
God bless you, brother.
God bless you too. My brother, the one and only big brother, Nehemiah Israel.
Yeah, it's been one. I appreciate your channel there, JT, as the Underrated Darkness and all the other things you've incorporated over the years. It's been a pleasure this evening. In particular, the high note I think was my brothers from Chicago area, making those sound bites of joining forces and meeting one day and chopping it up and breaking a little bread. My channel, on the other hand, is simply, is nothing more than my attempt and consciousness as an Israelite and my experience, my rendering as such. So with that, it's been one. Appreciate you, bro. Grace and peace to everybody on the panel. And we'll see you guys around the room.
Big brother, I might as well say today, I might do a panel, right? I'm thinking about something, but I'm gonna hit you up in the email, and I'm gonna see you my number so we can talk about it. All right?
Show you right, Jay. Show you right.
All right. I might do something. We might do something. I'm thinking about something. I've been thinking about this for 2 weeks. So I'm thinking about maybe I probably put it into play today. And also I want you to my big brother, I want you to come because you never really come to my fellowship dinner live. We have fun, and I want you to join that and everything.
Yeah, I see you out there, and again, like I just said, my rendering is really a consciousness effort. So when you start, I see where I can fit in. Those dinners, just like Thanksgiving, Christmas, all those other days, I don't partake in for the most part. Don't take it personally. It's like that dietary law. I got some hellified, consciousness when it comes to what I eat and what I'm gonna, sit at the table with. So this is a better, ingest here. These conversations that are, like you said, just open fellowship, and that's cool too. I'm cool here, but when it comes to them sandwiches, man, I'm like, hey, I have to.
I got you. Yeah. I get what you said because I'm trying to slow down myself. I really do. I got because like I'm gonna do some different next year, family, about cooking and stuff like that. I'm gonna do like some different, and I'm gonna start talking about labels.
That'll be cool there.
I mean,
like I said, if I see something I can get with, I will. So don't take it as a cop. It's simply, for the most part, I see you out there, and I'm glad my brother over there doing his best in building, and like you said, you continue to evolve, continue to get better in these streets, and you definitely gonna hit that 1,000, man, because that should have been there. You've been around long enough, and you bring enough information. So I'm surprised that you are not already there. I just knew you were probably.
You know what I think. You know what I feel, big brother. It's like this, and I mean we talk. I'm letting people know. Me, right here, we talk, and we have talks. And he's one of the few brothers that pushed. I ain't gonna say push me. That encouraged me to keep on going. And when you bring the truth, when you give yourself. At times, as do our social media, even on YouTube, people's not going to hear that. So I just got to stay on the grind. You're right. I should have been what that. You're not the only one telling me that. I should have been in what that, but You know, that's what I'm saying. When I get the 1,000, I want you to be part of that because you have been part of the growth. You know, you knew me as JT Blackness. You knew me as the Darkness Awakening. Even you know me as the Underrated Darkness. That I'm talking about other brothers. You know, Nehemiah Israel had known me from the beginning, and I will gonna do specials about my 1,000. Believe that. It's gonna be more than one show. It's gonna be one of those shows. I'm not gonna send no invites out. I'm probably sending the first one out, but I'm gonna let you know right now. The other ones, I'm not sending those out. I'm just gonna tell you at the time. Y'all just going to get on. It's a celebration for us. But I understand what Nehemiah Israel talk about. You know, I think I'm 9 away from 1,000. So it's gonna be emotional because I come a long way. I have like people have pushed me on the side. And I just want to thank Nehemiah Israel. Also, we're Aaron Collins. We know each other for a while too. Salute to the brother. Loso was stuff. But my last remarks is this, that in the chat, sometimes you're not gonna get to know right what you do. But it's the key is how you finish. And I know people think, oh, people think I finished last. It's okay. But I kept on. When I hit that 1,000, it ain't gonna stop there. No question. It ain't gonna stop there. But that is important to me because what I had to overcome when people passed me over, when they said my channel wasn't going nowhere. And that's gonna mean a lot to me. So the ones who stuck by me, it's gonna be our win. But for me, it's gonna be special because I grew organically. But I did have help with some good people that believe in me as a human being, believe me as a black man that I can give, what I can bring. And to me, that's gratifying because I'm not trying to serve the masses. I'm just trying to do the few. Let it work. All I just try to do is just be a messenger, just be the warrior for our people. You know, let the rest of nationalities, rest of the people know that we as melanin people, we here too. We part of the human race too. And I'm gonna do whatever I can to fight for our rights. They ain't gonna stop. I'm sorry. Anything you want to say, near my intro. I'm sorry I'm long one. I just had to get that out.
No, I'm good. I'm good. No, like you said, it's a life experience, and just like the brother Cap said when he got on, you know, he got a way of getting at it, and you know, he set it up so that he's conscious about how he do it. You know, that's how it's all done. I think that's the whole setup is having a flow, like you just did in your summation. That you identify your melanin heavily, you identify your struggle heavily, you identify your folk heavily, and as you say, it's all about being part of humanity, and I can't really add to that. Like I said, that's a good thing. So, yeah, no, I am good. Like I said, for me, it's all about consciousness according to the word. So I find 95% of the stuff there. All that I don't find, I realize that it's there. It's not to be found by me. And that's why I appreciate everybody else's voices. You know, that there are many voices and these conversations are very necessary. So everybody, need to be, like they say, know themselves. They really need to dig in and figure out what it is about their hearts and minds, how they're going to flow with their heart and mind, getting those experiences, being conscious of their environment, conscious of the issues that affect, the best they could do, what they, because like I said, don't no one man and no one people have the absolute answer. That brother Cap just said as much. That brother Loso keeps saying as much, so, but like you said, there's a such thing as black first. There's a such thing as God first, righteousness first. So get into that. I think that's the most important thing is continue to wake the folk up with your bills. Just keep doing that, and I think you're gonna be okay, Jay. You're gonna be okay, and so am I. So with that, like I said,
that.
Yeah.
But like I said, family, I don't know, but I do have something that I've thought about for 2 weeks. If God's permit, I'm gonna talk to me and Big Bro right here, see what he think about it, and maybe a few others, and maybe it might be a live. Usually I do lives on Saturdays anyway. I try to do 2 lives. But you never know. I'm gonna see how I feel first. I see how I feel first. And whatever time my Israel, I'm hit you up. We gonna definitely talk. But She Stay Sleep, Gab Talk Media, CRU, Loso, Real Aaron Collins, my big brother Nehemiah Israel, and the rest of the people in the chat. Thank you so much to participate. I think this is one of the longest times that we have been on the man's chat and everything. So I want to thank y'all so much. And just to understand that we got to be in it to win it. And I guess I could say on my way to one die, but it's going to be our win. And then, like I said, watch. I suppose, matter of fact, I supposed to do a video in the morning. Come to think about it, I don't know. I gotta see what happened. But like I said, She Stay Sleep link is in there. As soon as I in this, wait till it process it. Hit the live chat. Go to She Stay Sleep live, Loso live, and I even do a live too. Let's get them likes and the views up in those. All right. So on that note, I want to thank I guess I say good morning. Until next time, Ghost.